You're Wizard Harry.
You're a Wizard Harry.
I think we're good.
It's been 2 long weeks since I sat at this table. It's 1 week too many. But we're back! D&D!
Nat 20.
L
Keep that coming.
F to the fucking J. Alright. Quick little recap of last session. After defeating Grobo, we all decided to head towards the mountains again, have a little visit with the dragon friend. He told you that if you were to step into his island, he would give you 36 hours. After that, you decided to go to a part in the map, or a part in the island, where you found a treasure map leading you to outside of the northern western edge of where the Ripped Halas was, where after a little bit of sidebarring, Bradley, the wild magic sorcerer, found out that he realized that the circle that he had once had issues with or reawakened had now gone dormant and actually made one of these magical circles of ancient realms alive again. After that little encounter, you finally made it to the spot where there's this large stone pillar or spire of sorts in which a giant stone, well, actually a stone giant is what they're really
That was after, because I think Bradley could speak giant, or someone could speak giant.
I told someone to speak the words in giant because he knew what it said, but he couldn't speak it. But you could speak.
Oh yeah,
giant.
you had comprehend languages,
Yeah.
But yeah, spoke some words. A stone giant appeared out of the mountain and decided, and spoke the words. What was it? Who is worthy, or
Oh yeah.
Shit, I forget what it was.
some with
Top banner.
something about
Oh.
someone being worthy.
Dramu awaken. A worthy challenger awaits you is the phrase that said.
And with that, you all delegated a little bit. Decided that Sir Torrin Vang, our druid friend, is the one to take on this stone
Temporary
giant.
leader of Oaklark people.
And now, surrounded by 100-foot-high stone walls in a stone arena, Torrin Fay sits alone, face to face with a gigantic stone giant. One thing from last session too, you guys remember you put Damon Black in charge of Mal Kai.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, that's right, the barn. Yeah.
So,
That one didn't get burned to the ground. So, that's cool.
So yeah, he's the new rightful owner of Grobo's Grotto, or now known as Mal Kai.
We just put a dragon-sized hole in the front door. Oops.
But
So we left off.
without further ado, we can dive into the session. Torrin, again, you hear the of these stone walls forming around you, and you look around and you see the visibility of you and your allies as it's nighttime too. The wall covers them up, and now you sit inside this huge kind of, it's almost like the size of a football field arena for you and this stone giant to duel it out. And with that, roll initiative.
Hey, where is he at? Is he like right here?
No, I'd say he's
He'll go first.
A little bit farther away.
6.
well.
I gotta get his stats up here
Come
quick.
on, pussy.
Can we see this then, or are we like blinded right now?
All you guys see from the outside is this big wall that is formed. But as the fight goes on, you hear spells getting casted. You hear the you hear the my leg.
I'm not gonna go up and watch either. I just want to hear the noise.
Oh yeah, he got an axe. Okay.
Can I actually fly off my magic carpet and just kind of watch from above?
Yep. You, if you want to, you could.
Kind of.
Shit, now I wanna watch you're watching.
How high is the wall?
Leave Sylvan down so we don't
100, like
interact.
100 feet.
No way, guys. I'll just fly out of there if I get in trouble. And I'll die in there if I have to.
You see Bradley come up on the carpets.
All right. We got the stone giant up. What he is going to do is he's going to
fuck did the stone giant go before you?
Well,
Roll a
he
six.
actually rolled a 19. He did. I rolled a 6.
He's going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to climb or walk up to this rock right here. He's going to pick it up, and at disadvantage, he's going to chuck this thing at you. So you see this giant rock,
Whoa.
barely visible in the moonlight. Disadvantage. I think that's going to smack you. Ooh, 16.
Oh,
All right, so you
this
see
is
this rock fly
Go!
through the air and torn. You kind of lose it, but you're right next to you as the ground shakes. You are up.
Okay. I will. Oh.
Because he's gonna keep. Oh yeah, move it over the button.
Okay, if he's in that box right there, I should be right at 120.
I'll allow it.
That's so good?
Mhm.
So I am going to turn my archer form,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to guiding bolt him.
All right.
It's going to be a 20 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, so 46. 3, 6, 7.
9.
So I got 9 points of damage there.
All right.
It's going to take a lot of those, and then
Chip away.
my archer form. When I'm in my archer form, it doesn't have like a distance for it. It just says a ranged spell attack. Oh wait, no, it does say it. So actually, that's only for 60 feet from me. So I will just, yeah, I will hold my.
You can still shoot. You just be at disadvantage. I would assume.
Oh, is it? It says, yeah, it says ranged spell attack. Pointing with arrows of a creature within 60 feet. So,
Oh, maybe not.
No.
so that one might be just like.
Never mind. That's a
So I'll
ability.
just
Like-
see if I got a bonus action I can use. I will leave us there.
All right. He's going to walk over to this rock and pick it up and chuck it at you.
Looks like it's me and Archer duel.
That thing's smacking you right now. Oh, the second one was a nat 20. But okay, this one's gonna hit you.
Okay.
Let's see. Damage. All right. So you take 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Make a strength save for me.
Curtail.
So when Torn, you hear this kind of go through the air, and again you kind of lose it in the dark sky, and it smacks you, and you get knocked back 5 feet, and you get knocked prone.
Okay.
All right, your turn.
And all I gotta do for that is stand up.
Yeah, you just lose half your movement essentially.
Okay. So I will stand up. Ugh.
We'll have a battle with throwing rocks and guiding bolts.
5, 10, 15. That's all my steps I get?
Yep.
Probably just short there, aren't I? I think I'm like right in the corner of them. So I think I'm like right there.
Yeah,
So
I think you're just a little bit short.
um,
What you could do is Starlight Step.
I might Starlight Step too.
Send it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm just gonna Starlight Step.
Okay. So yeah, you're in range now.
Actually, real quick, these things I have,
Mm-hmm.
is it an action to jump or is it a bonus action?
I'd say it's like part of your movement.
Okay.
Almost.
Oh, actually, I have 40 feet of movements. So if I go back, I went there.
Mm-hmm. And then back
I-
3. Because yeah, you're at 15 right there, so you had 5 more.
Up back,
movements.
up back, you're saying?
So yeah, that's where you Starlight stepped, and then 1, 2, 3.
So before I Starlight Step,
Mm-hmm.
I would have an extra, an extra 10 feet, so I can get there. I think I actually get to him if depending on what his point is, but.
Yeah, I'd say like closest one's like right here.
It's 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. I get to that one right there.
Okay, yeah, you can shoot him then.
Okay. We're gonna test his damage out a little bit here.
All right.
We're gonna cast Wall of Fire.
All right.
It's probably not gonna work, but I might as well send everything at him.
All right.
I've never seen you use Wall of Fire.
I just started breaking out because I just noticed that.
You used it in the
in the last
one too,
yeah.
didn't you?
So I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's right, but it was short.
I'm gonna do the ringed wall,
Oh, you did the ring. That's what it was.
which is 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. I'm just gonna place it right there.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna place it like here because it goes 20 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so I'm gonna go like right here. So it
Okay.
kinda, like rings around him.
Got it. Sounds good.
Okay, so he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
A dex save, eh? That's gonna be a 9.
Okay, so he fails.
All right.
A fucking walking mountain. I can't imagine has a high dexterity.
You guys see Torin conjure this huge wall of fire that
No way this
consumes
works out.
the.
I think you would have got cooked by this guy,
Yeah,
honestly. 'Cause I don't
5d8.
think he would have took any damage from
One.
bludgeoning or
The
piercing.
only thing I was thinking with mine is
7.
that it's technically magic damage.
Right.
That I would be doing, but
13.
if yeah, he resisted that, I would have done nothing.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's 21 points of damage he will take.
All right.
The only thing I could have
And
done is I could
then-
have used Dorias because his tail is bludgeoning damage.
Right.
But that's
Yeah, so
literally
let
it.
me mark that spell. Okay, and then I'm not going to cast anything else. Yeah.
All right. And you see the stone giant
Because he can sit 120.
get cast
It has
that
to be
wall of fire on him,
120,
and he starts
which is-
charging.
And how do you look when he was in the? Any idea?
The fire you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw like it kind of charred his outside shell, essentially rock. But I mean, now he's just charging it. He looks pissed off. But he dashed. That is his turn.
Okay, and then so with that wall of fire,
Yep.
it deals damage on like when I place it by him, and then it deals it when they go through it.
Okay.
So he ran through it.
Okay.
He would have to take another 5d8 when he enters the wall.
Okay. Fire it up. So roll her again.
Okay. 8.
Nice.
8.
Well, 20, yeah, 19. 19.
27.
27.
Ooh.
30.
30 is pretty
Then my
crazy.
fifth one. Yeah.
No, yeah, it was 5.
Okay, so then it takes another 30 points of damage.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, that's
Hold on.
great. That's a good fireball.
Hold on though.
Okay.
Wall of fire, right?
Yep.
So when the wall appears to each creature within its area must make a dex save. Half as much if they save. On one side of the wall selected by you when it casts a spell, which you already did, deals a 5d8. Each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that wall or inside the wall, the creature will take the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time or ends its turn there. Since
Yeah.
he did, that wasn't his first time.
I was
entering
trying
the
to
wall,
place it outside of him, so then when he enters it,
so then he wouldn't have taken the damage the first time. Then.
isn't it with it if he's within 10 feet of a wall?
No, because it's only one side, I
It's
think.
one-sided.
Oh.
So like
gotcha.
one side's fire damage, the other side is like save. So
Oh,
like
gotcha.
if
So
you would
he-
cast it between you and Reed, you would be okay. He would take damage.
Okay.
So
Okay.
because of that, he already took the damage, so he's inside the wall. Because he moved out of it and he didn't end his turn there, he doesn't take that
Okay.
damage. Yep.
Sounds good.
So no 30.
Look at that spell back.
No, you can
No,
keep
you
the
still
spell.
you still have it, or you still cast it.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
So he just don't take the 30
Yeah.
points.
He just doesn't take
Second
that.
round.
It's
second.
still your turn though.
Yep. Okay,
He
so I'm
dashed.
going to. I'm going to try using. I'm going to use my bonus action first for my archer form to fire my arrow at him. 160 feet. 20.
Hits.
Guys, this is 2d8 plus 5. 4. So that's 11, so 16 points of damage there.
Nice.
Proficiency bonus.
And then we're going to use Blight on him.
Okay.
So he's got to make a con save, and I'm gonna woe him.
All right.
Yeah.
So then that.
Con save coming up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
-4. That's up to you, Zane.
Yeah, he got 11 with a -4.
Okay, so then he's gonna take 8d8 necrotic.
Nice. You guys see Torn fires arrows and cast down a sickening radiance over this man with a stone giant.
14, that's my 4th.
Or you? I don't think you'd have +5 though.
16.
Proficiency. I think it's only +4 still.
17.
I think at level 13
I
you
had
get it.
2 more?
Yep.
Yeah.
17,
Well, because we are 13.
22,
No, we're level 12.
Oh,
27.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, you're right.
27. Not bad. And you see kind of that
You just
ray of
ability score improvement.
Yeah.
light hit over him, and he starts to slump
Nice.
just a little bit.
And then I'm probably gonna move.
Okay.
Yeah, monster. Keep on running. Let's go. I don't want to back myself in the corner.
Back yourself into one of those ravines. All right, the giant's turn. Being right there, knowing that you're out of range, he's just gonna pick up that rock right next to him and he's gonna hurl it your way. So,
Big roller.
all right, disadvantage. First attack will hit. Ooh! Second attack's a natural 2. So
let's
you
go.
see it fly towards you and it hits that wall right behind you. Shakes that wall. But he's still going to move. As he's chasing after you, Torn.
Okay.
And you're up.
Okay, let's go. Let's see that damage. That's probably not I'm just gonna keep throwing the bombs at him. I will use my archer first as my bonus action to attack him. 16.
Misses.
Okay, so bonus action's gone, and then I'm going to use spike growth
Okay.
for piercing damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 20 feet radius. Go and move. Radius.
Where are we? Are we just on the outside?
He has a big stone wall.
So it's a huge 100-foot stone wall. So Bradley actually used his carpet to get up and watch the fight.
Oh.
But I think everyone else is kind of just hearing
Hang, sit
spells
down.
Yeah,
splash
so
in
I'm
the
gonna go here
arena.
in this point, so 5, 10, 15, 20. 20. So I'm 2 over from that rock. So
Okay.
that spike growth placed there.
Is it like right here?
Yep.
Right there? Okay. Spike growth is right there. Is that it for you?
Yeah. So he's my. Yep.
All right. So he is going to, again, pick up another rock that's conveniently at his feet, and he's going to hurl it at you again.
Can throw off.
My first attack's probably going to hit. That's always these fucking second ones. Not 20, so not that, but the rock will hit.
What was the first one? Just so I.
It's 16 natural, and then he gets a +9 on top of that. All right. All right, you take 27 bludgeoning damage, and then make a strength save.
Strength 9.
And so, as the rock smashes into you, you actually can't go 5 feet back anymore, so you're going to take an additional bludgeoning damage hitting the wall. Not much, though. You take 1.
Okay.
And then he is going to charge at you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40.
So how much damage would he take there?
Okay, so it's every 5 feet. Where did he start at?
He was like right. He was like right here.
So it'd go 5, 10, 15. So it'd go up to here. So that's it. Is that circle like this?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So if
Yeah.
you walk straight across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Okay.
steps, you think, and then it was.
I'd say yeah, close to
Okay. So if it's 7, it's 2d4 for every 5 feet.
that. Okay.
So
17 or 14.
14 d4.
14d4. Okay, I'll just like do a couple of this, or should I just send them all?
What you could do is just like roll 7 of them and just multiply.
Yeah,
by
let's do
2.
that.
You want to know?
2,
Otherwise, I have 1, 2,
3,
5 d4s in there.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that my 5th?
Yeah, 2 more.
8, 11,
Oh, 13.
13. So
26?
26.7.
All right.
That was terrible.
That was horrible, but
Yep.
you started.
Okay, so then I'll stand up. Ugh. This is my turn, right?
Yep, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. And
Okay.
I'm gonna Starlight step out of there.
Okay.
Right there. Okay, and that is my turn.
All right. He is going to.
Oh wait, did I just move there? Or did I?
You would
Sorry,
have
should
just
I-
your bonus action.
Yeah, I just got up and moved, didn't I? So I'm not gonna use my turn. Cause I didn't use any attacks or anything.
No, I mean your Starlight step's a bonus. but-
Yeah, no,
Well, that's
you-
already.
Yeah, you didn't use any of your.
Okay,
attacks.
I don't know why I said my turn's up, boys. I'm gonna use
It's a bold move, Kyle. Let's see how that
We're
works.
See how it plays out
we're
for
gonna
you.
defer our turn and see what he does. I'm guiding bolt.
Oh, right in the
Guiding bolt here.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's cocked.
oh my god, I wish it was up.
Wait a minute. That would.
Oh!
I was gonna say like.
Go!
It actually didn't look too cocky.
No, it
Here,
cocked
but-
It was
itself.
like
It was
literally
cocked.
right on the middle.
It was
like
cocked.
on 11 and 13.
These
like
dice
that.
are fucked.
If whoever made the
Okay.
shitty padding in here, the dice
Yeah,
are flat.
that's on me.
Okay, so 46, so
Not
that's
me.
supposed to be 8d6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 8d6,
You need one.
6,
Oh,
11, 14, 15,
There they are.
16. I got one more, right?
You have 3 more. Right? You
Oh,
have
duh.
8d6.
Yeah, 16.
Let's see if I get that.
22.
20. Oh, 20. My math is 2. 23,
Ooh, 27.
20, 29, right?
29.
Is that
Or were
23?
you at 23?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
Can I use, if I roll this, do I get that twice too? That's my inspiration.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this.
All dice rolls, yeah.
You roll twice.
Oh, is that a 10?
Yeah, that's 10.
39.
So yeah, 39.
10.
Oh! Alright, so
Wait, wait,
43? 43?
That's my inspiration.
Yeah, 43. And that's gonna be, since it says guiding bolt, that's gonna be radiant damage.
Oh, I forgot you gave a little point.
I did it right before you went
And
out.
then,
That's a big time.
when I do my Starlight step, that's a reaction, right?
Bonus
Oh,
action.
That's
bonus,
bonus?
yeah.
Okay, so I can't use that.
And so yeah, you guys are actually, Bradley, you see Torin fire these arrows that shine bright in the night sky, and it smacks the stone giant, and you see rocks crumbling off his arm and his
Ooh, hit him
chest.
hard.
So you smack the shit out of him.
I'll shut down.
Um,
Kicking ass in there.
Now it's the giant's turn. So what he's gonna do is
Give me 1 second, I wanna make sure I didn't, nope, I was making sure I still had concentration, which I do.
10, and he's gonna pick up that rock right there. And he's gonna hurl it your way. Don't think it's gonna hit. Fucking damn shame it misses. And it smashes right into you. But he's still gonna move. So right now he moved twice. So he's probably got 2 sets of movement. And he's gonna turn. Or no, it's actually 15.
so then he should take that. I think he was in that range the entire time.
Oh, was he?
So
Yeah, he might just be fucked and have to take it all.
He was right in the middle of it.
Yeah, I think he was going right on the edge of it.
All right, fucking lay it on him.
So 8d4, right? Or 2 every time.
It's 2d4 for every 5 feet he travels.
You would take 40, so 16
steps. So 16d4.
He might have.
He was like here, wasn't he?
He was
Yeah.
right against
10,
it.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Well, I think he went to the rock. No, so 4. Well,
So he took one step forward and then went over.
Yeah, so it's still
7.
45 feet.
35 feet of.
But then,
So it'll be 7.
So 14.
So 7.
yeah.
So 14d4 again.
Looking for
You want one of mine here?
Yeah, if you want to.
Get all, get the 14d4s.
Some
roll
of the
those
7.
out.
Do you want to do 7 and multiply by 2 again, or you want to roll all 14?
I'll roll. Yeah, I'll do all 14.
I say you roll 1 and multiply by
Actually,
14.
please don't do more.
Could you imagine?
Just double it.
Okay. We're double this baby.
All right.
Come on!
Okay.
That's a
Better.
four.
Woo, the fours.
Better.
6,
Look at that 4 on mine, baby.
10, 13. What is this one?
This guy's just eating spike growth. Holy
15.
shit.
I know, he's stuck in the corner.
18, 19.
Yeah, pick him up,
22,
throw his ass
28.
against the wall.
Way better. So I got 2d4s in my cool dice.
Nice.
Like-
Go Hawk, Sylvan.
The only thing is, like, look at how much different they are.
I hate d4s.
Because this one was chipped.
I like
it
I like
exists.
this one.
Look at
I
how
like.
light that one is, and look at because this one I think was
I
the one
like
they
that
sent
too.
me.
I
It was a
like it.
shitty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so they like when I said it broke, they sent me a pretty poopy one.
Pretty
But this
Oh,
one
yeah.
was cool, but it was chipped.
I don't like d4s. I think they should be removed from D&D.
These ones, I like the size of these ones.
Okay. My turn, right?
And Toria, as you see the stone giant trudging through your spike growth, you see its feet start to crumble.
Maybe on the 4.
There we go. In the bottle cap.
Okay, I'm going to Starlight Step again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep running from my buddy here. So.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to ask you to do it because spike growth's concentration for
Oh,
damage.
did he hit me?
Yeah, he smacked you against that wall.
Oh, yeah.
But since I forgot, we'll just
So just roll it here.
yeah roll it here, but we'll keep the damage like we just had for spike growth.
Okay. It was 4, so.
Yeah.
So I lost.
So you
that.
lost concentration on
Well, what's
spike
your
growth.
con?
+2.
Oh, okay. I think I had a good one. My bad.
Yeah. 'cause
So
he
Spike
didn't-
Growth's gone, but.
But yeah, we'll keep the damage for what I just did since I missed that.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Starlight Step so he can't hit me.
Okay.
Are you proficient in con?
No, he's not.
Let me make sure my Starlight Step's 30. Should be.
So I think it's just like.
Just like
Misty
all. Yeah.
Just like Misty Step.
As this giant stone titan
Use it to your proficiency bonus.
looms over you.
Do I get what to?
How many times can you start like that?
I get it 4 times.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Starlight Step. Once I do that, I'm gonna Guiding Bolt him again.
Alright.
Before I use my movement.
Alright.
Should put damage.
Yeah, I should have advanced. I didn't use it last time.
The infinite guiding.
Oh,
my God.
He
got it.
The infinite crit 20s.
Another nat
So another
20.
46 here,
Jesus Christ.
or another 86.
86, yep.
This will be a poopy one already.
3,
8,
8, 10, 13, 19.
That was my 4th, right?
Fifth.
No, 5th.
That was my 5th?
Yeah.
You get 3 more.
Oh, 3 more.
20,
20.
23, last one.
Nice.
Oh,
28.
28. About the same you did last time.
28 points of radiant damage.
Wow. What's that?
That's 28.
And again, from the outside, you guys see bright lights kind of illuminate from this coliseum of stone. And Bradley, you see these arrows smack this stone giant. And again, you see more shrapnel shoot off the stone giant.
And then I'll use my bonus action.
He's going off right now.
I'm gonna use my movement. Is this like, can I go through this rock? Or should
Yeah,
I-
that's just like terrain, kind of like just different spotted terrain.
He's running.
It's about
He's
40
running
feet.
and gunning.
And then
Running gun.
that is my turn.
This fucker. motherfucker.
Run.
I like how you looked up for him.
I know. No, what I thought he was gonna do is he's gonna do like concentration, like call lightning, and just fly in the air as like a bird and just call lightning down into the
Yeah. Yeah, that motherfucker. Alright, well, he's picking up rock. He's fucking chucking it at him.
You guys are
This
on
guy
rock.
is freaking slow as shit.
Disadvantage is to try killing him.
Or wait, shit, this is probably an advantage though. Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is just regular.
There you go.
Yep. Motherfucker. Alright, he misses. He's gonna fucking move.
Oh, he left someone up on the board.
Okay, there he is.
Okay.
He's chasing you down as you. Your turn, Torin.
Got any bolt?
Not naturally.
I got
This is
advantage
a fucking another nat 20. I'm checking your die.
Disadvantage.
20.
Advantage saves him.
20 to hit.
Yep, it hits.
46.
You see a couple arrows from Brecken fly over the wall.
A couple magic missiles.
You see a magic missile at the 7th level coming from the
12
wall.
points of damage there.
Alright.
And then archer form. Shoot my arrow at him, and I
Alright.
should have advantage on him. I'm right.
This is crazy.
This isn't that much damage.
My
though.
God.
It's
So-
only 2d8.
so-
48.
I know, we need the
48
20.
plus 5.
I wish I knew.
8!
So I wanted to start with that.
8! 16!
17. Alright,
21.
21 plus 5.
26.
26. And then movement.
The one-on-one, he turns into a DPS. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
No shit. You can't fucking
Crazy
miss her.
Torin.
And he's fucking running! Alright, Giant's up. He's pissed.
His foot's legitimately broken. 5, 10.
Wait, did his foot actually break?
Yeah, it's broken right there.
He's gonna pick up that rock.
Reduce his movement.
Chuck it at you. Alright, that one's hitting. 22. So that's this.
I'm doing good with these fucking rock moving shit.
You are. Deal podcast. Oh, that's good rolls. Okay. You'll take 32 points of bludgeoning, and he's gonna charge you some more.
15, 20, 25, 30, 40.
As he closes the distance on Torin, you hear the stomps getting louder and heavier as they approach you. You're up.
Okay.
Oh shit, strength save. Yeah, you're right.
Strength save.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Fuck. 8.
He's knocked down. That's half movement, baby. It's what we need.
I don't.
22 HP. Oh, you might lose still.
Oh yeah, I can definitely lose. Okay. I'll stand up.
All right. So half movement. So you're at what is that? 20.
Yep. I got 2 starlight steps left. Do I want to use them? Better starlight step me out of there. You can take me
30 feet back.
30 away,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
and then you can take me another
40 or 20.
Another 20. Extra. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm gonna use. I was healing myself.
Okay.
So I get.
I didn't realize how low life
70
you
hit
was.
points.
70. Oh, he's back. 70? Guys on me.
Level 6 spell?
The stone giant runs
Yeah.
into a wall and gains 80 HP.
Yeah. There's a glory hole in the wall. You guys see a giant stone.
We like see we see all like what's the hole for? Also we see massive dick.
Mine's a stone dick. Okay, is that your turn, Torin?
Yep.
It's like fucking Trevor's. It's like a big ass fucking worm.
He's picking up that rock and he's chucking it at you
Come
again.
on, whatever. Stop throwing
Wait, let me
rocks at
see.
me.
I love when Mitch is moving the rocks to the map.
I'm gonna turn this into melee battle. Bring my primal energy out.
He's gonna go up 5, 10, pick up that one closer. Get regular.
He's like, I can't throw this far.
Whoa!
Almost nat 20.
It rolled off a nat 20 to a 2!
Yeah.
Oh.
No!
Those 2s are killing you.
Oh my god! So again, smacks right by you and he's got a couple, 20, 25, 30, 35, Alright, so he's charging up on you again. Torn, you're up.
Okay.
Hey, mark off when you got 1 star this time left.
Oh yeah, I just used it.
God damn.
Rules layer.
Did any of these
What do you say?
Said my
do I
rules
know
layer.
any
over
of
there, I
these
love that.
damages not working?
Gotta keep
Wait, what'd you
fair.
say?
Did any of the damages look like they didn't affect
Hey,
him?
No,
really?
you see all your damage seems to be highly effective.
Okay.
Like, it's both of
I'll
them.
give you that.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Let me go get
How
my
far away is
robot.
he?
What'd you say?
How far away is he right before you right
Mark
now?
this off immediately after
Like
you
25
use your
feet.
spell.
Okay.
As he's chased you into the other corner of the map.
I will blight him.
Alright, Blade.
Okay, so you need to make
Con save.
but I'm going. Wait, did I already use my?
You used Woe already.
I can use it 4 times.
Okay,
But
so-
did I? It's a reaction.
Yeah,
I
no, you
use
still
a
have
I can
you
use
still
a
have your
reaction.
action.
Okay. So
Alright,
maybe-
Con. You're woeing me?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll you. So minus whatever I roll here, which is probably a 6.
Ah, fuck it. Alright. Come on. Come on! Damn it! This guy sucks!
Oh, God.
He's got like a 5.
That's a 3.
God damn it.
Okay, so 88.
This guy's
That's
ass.
Hey, you just need to go back into the
Oh,
cabinet.
yeah.
Oh my
Get
Get out of here.
Let me
Oh
turn
my
off the cans.
god.
Yeah, hang on.
1d8.
Poor guy's foot's gone too. He's
getting-
just down bad tonight.
Yeah,
He's
there's
getting
one more.
smacked to living hell.
Okay, so I'm gonna double this.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh, it counts.
oh, this was
No, I just said it. No.
Just re-roll that 6. Just re-roll a 6.
Come on.
True, because it wasn't a real roll. Because it was on a 1 and you pushed it 1.
That's a.
So I'm at 8 right now, I think. That's a 4.
That's an
I think,
8. That's a
right
4.
there.
Oh.
Okay.
Why do
I'm
I
at
see
4
an
right now. I need a big one here.
4. Oh, nice. Nice. So
So that
11.
takes us to
So
11.
22.
Yep, 22 points. And you know, while we're here, I better archer form shoot some arrows at him.
Yep. And you see this blight come over the stone giant. And you see him. He's starting to look like he's very fatigued.
Wait, what would you add up?
And that was a
It's
4.
4 plus 4, 8. That's 15, so 30 points.
Oh,
Alright? Because you said 4,
Yeah,
but
four.
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
add that
Oh, I
4.
didn't add the 4 there.
8, yeah, then, yeah.
Okay, so
Alright.
30 points there.
Yep.
Looking fatigued.
He's looking fatigued.
Okay,
Took
so
my-
I'm gonna use my archer form. Come
This one
on,
was like
buddy.
hiding like right here.
Wait, I gotta.
I don't know whose this is.
I have to mark my second roll there.
Be whoa.
Come on, hit him.
Like rock one.
No, it's not.
Misses.
Is this green?
Okay, I better move.
Alright, where would you like to move, Torin?
Um,
Back, side, to side, up, back, side, to side.
you know what? I'm going to. Bradley, will you move me 3 to your right? 5, 10, 15. One more. 20, one more. 25. Now let's start going towards 1 step. That's 30.
Yep.
Actually, go back a step.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna go 1 more to the right. Yep, thank you.
Alright.
And that is my turn.
Alright. You see the stone giant, weakened, decayed from blight and arrows blasting him. You see his arms start to crumble as they start to crack with all the shots fired into him. But he's not giving up yet. 5, 10, 15, 35, 40. He gets to you. And he is going to take 2 fucking swings with his big ass club.
Not good.
Yeah, you can spend 2 swings.
Too many items.
What?
Too many auto items.
Torn, does a 20 hit you?
Nope.
Fuck.
Wow.
I knew it was gonna be close.
It's that new helmet. He's got all this oak armor.
That'll hit you though. 25.
Nope.
Alright.
Is this the first time you've meleeed him?
Yeah, I've been chucking rocks at him the entire
Running on the
time.
run.
Alrighty. Come on. Any big damage out of you. That's not bad damage. You will take 22 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, I didn't even realize this thing has a 15-foot reach.
I actually don't know if you've been within.
I really haven't though, but
Okay.
all right, and that is his turn, Torn.
Okay. So. I will have to Starlight Step away from him for my final usage of it.
Last one. Yep.
So I'm looking at, I think, 5, 10, 15. That spot right there. Then I will say my archer. Shoot. Yeah, I'll shoot my arrow ahead of time.
Okay.
So shoot that now. Wait, no, wait, that's my bonus action. So instead, I don't want to use
Use an
that. So
action.
instead, I will just.
My phone must know we're fighting a stone giant because this is in the new D&D. It's called the Colossus.
Oh, that's
It's
sweet.
a huge construct.
I'm gonna
Like,
blight him.
Light him again.
But I'm gonna use that at a level 5.
553.
So,
Alright.
just it's one extra D8. So
Alright.
have I used my reaction yet? No, because I get it back at the start of my turn, right?
You do.
Okay, so then I will you.
Okay.
Whoa!
You got a nat 20, but I'm not going to just automatically pass it, so it's a 25.
I'm gonna need a big whoa here. Actually, I think I already lose, but yeah. So that's 22.
Yep.
So then it's 5 D8, but he takes, or no, it's 9 D8, but he
It
takes
takes half. Okay.
So let me.
What do you cast on?
Blight at the 5th level.
So if it's, what does that take it to? Is it 4 or is it 5?
Or I would just.
Oh, you just roll, and then,
Oh,
and then
oh,
it's like
divide
if
it?
it's like a 30,
Okay.
it's a 15.
D8s.
Yeah, just roll 3 of them if you want. Or you got 6 of them here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I got.
Is this one?
Here.
Yep.
6, 7. I can just roll one again if I. Then I'll just roll one extra.
Otherwise, if you want another one.
Yeah, give me one more.
Okay,
Okay,
I
so
got
that
another
should be
one,
9. Yeah, this is 9. Come on. I might throw it here. It might be easier to hold. Okay, so I'm on 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21, 25, 33. Is that? Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a
40,
44.
44.
22.
It's not bad.
And then, what's he look after that?
He's looking down bad.
You call him hurt?
Again, you start to see those cracks in his arms and his body fill with that. I see blight as like a light green.
Uh-huh.
You see it start to fill with that blight, and you see him start to really struggle to stretch his arms and swing and stuff. So,
And I am gonna sprint away.
all right.
Say something.
All right.
Get a bigger rock up.
So he's going to.
Oh, you get there.
Okay, so yeah, he can get there, and he's going to take 2 attacks at you from 15 feet reach with this club. Nat 20.
Hits.
Yikes.
Crit fail. So alright, it's just pretty much.
Cut me
You
off.
pretty much like 2 hits.
Still, that's gonna hurt.
What you need.
Fuck.
30 or something there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't believe I'm keep freaking spamming attacks.
You have 70 HP though?
160.
Yeah, I got 3 in here, so I'm just gonna take 3 more.
I don't think he's all
Good
right.
enough, yes, sir.
So
Alright,
I'm
here we
gonna,
go.
I'll still use it. I don't think about it, but. Yeah, but then I can use it as spells.
Oh, I
So it's actually.
You take 32 points of bludgeoning damage. It actually sucks that way because I'd rather just hit twice because then I get my plus twice. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
32?
true.
What 30? You say now?
32 points of
Sorry,
bludgeoning.
38 left.
All right, that's it.
So if I move, he has
Attack of opportunity on you.
but I'm not at disadvantage for my spell attack because I have disadvantage.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
he's still 15 feet away, or
Okay.
yeah, 15 feet away.
I am going to.
Oh shit, those attack opportunities are crazy too. Anything within 15 feet.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm
He's
gonna.
back.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt. I'm not gonna use it out of my prepared ones, or
Okay.
out of my like 4 free ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna upcast it
All right.
to level 3.
Okay.
What's the spells looking like over there? They're getting low too, aren't they?
They're not too bad because my Guiding Bolts are.
Oh, for
He's fucking nat 20 on like 3 guided
True.
bolt.
And I forgot those are
3
free.
free
So-
guiding bolts.
I'll just see if I hit first before I.
Oh!
misses.
That hurts. Search for it. Bonus action.
Alright.
Okay. That's gonna be 20.
Hits.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. 2d8 plus 5.
This is getting close. Nice.
Okay. So 14 points of damage.
Alright.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Alright. It is the stone giant's turn.
This guy's gonna get one more attack and see if I can finish him off.
He's gonna walk up to you.
Oh god.
2 club attacks.
Well, the first one.
Alright.
Oh my god, that is retardedly stupid.
It went to 20, 2 again?
So these, like the dice I have, like really roll a lot.
Oh yeah, they do.
And it's 2 times it's on a nat 20 rolls and then teeters to a 2. So first attack misses,
Oh,
but
thank you.
so you lower to like a negative fucking 3. Second attack.
Oh god.
Ooh, that one will hit. That'll be. It's not a nat 20, but it'll hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a 23.
Yep.
All right.
So, it was already like 22.
22.
Yeah, that dice is weird because it doesn't have like sharp edges. It looks
No,
like
yeah, it's like
round.
it's like all pretty round. You'll take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
If you would have hit him with the other
Well, how
one,
much
he
did you
was
get?
cooked.
I was at 38.
You have 13.
13.
Oh god.
He was
Torn,
so dead.
all you gotta do is hit here. All you gotta do is hit.
What? No, I mean, and even then, I mean, everything I have is gonna be the exact same. Like, I think anything I try, because I can't guiding bolt, because I'll be a disadvantage.
He's just like,
This is close though.
And you see the stone
How
giant
many points of
leaning
damage do
over.
I need? 2?
I'll give you it. If you hit with pretty much anything, I mean, he's at 5 HP.
Okay.
You have something in there.
No, I do. I mean, well, I'm down to either, because I don't think this one, because Blight, that one doesn't. That would not be disadvantage, would it?
No, that's
Oh,
just a
'cause
spell.
What's his instant damage?
But
Yeah.
I mean, the flavor in me wants to freaking. The
Not
flavor in me,
Not bite him?
the flavor in me wants to like risk
Give it a
it,
chance?
and I can whip out my primal savagery and bring out some fangs. But I got him. I have to Blight him. I have to Blight him. I have to Blight him.
Because yeah, you guarantee yourself.
Yeah,
at
I
least,
know.
like,
I just
8
have
damage.
to. Yeah, I'll do
As long
it.
as you roll 10 damage.
Yeah.
I'll Blight him.
All right, so you cast Blight. He's making a con save. He's got a +5.
That's his only shot.
So you get 12.
It's cocked. Yeah, even.
Ah, he's dead.
14.
Nope.
Yeah, he's cooked. And so you guys see, or you just see Bradley Torn cast out Blight, and it takes over his body, and you see the stone giant from his legs start to crumble, and he crumbles into the mountain.
Oh.
And as he's crumbling down, you see the club he's holding. He stabs it into the ground as his arms crumble, and now it's just the club, and you see the club start to break apart. And from this kind of spectrally dust, you see almost like a tree branch-esque thing sticking out.
Give me an OP2 stack.
Tree branch, okay?
It looks kind of like
Oh yeah, we got 2 pieces. We get a good look at it now.
True, I can see it.
it's like a crooked. It kind of looks like a crescent moon almost of wood, and it's like kind of branchy like that. But Torn, you see what looks like kind of that top half there.
Oh. And what? It's like wedged, or it's like just like in its. It's just laying there.
Well, so it was kind of in that big club he was using, but after he dropped it and kind of dissipated into the ground, the club broke apart, and inside the club was that kind of crescent moon wood branch shaped thing. And so now that is sitting.
One more.
Damn it! Why are we at 2 or 3 again?
That is what you see, Torin.
Is the stone guy gone? Or is
Yeah,
he-
he's like crumbled into the ground.
Okay.
Does the
Yeah.
stone? What happened to the stone walls? Do those-
Oh, yes, the stone walls. After the stone giant crumbles, you see the stone walls start to come
I'll
back
kind of
down.
move.
And those of you from the outside as well, you start seeing the earth shake and the walls shudder back down.
I'm just gonna lay down and crawl to that little wooden thing.
Mhm.
I'm so exhausted mentally.
And from the dust, when the dust settles, you guys see Torin crawling towards this wooden piece in the center of the battlefield.
And then-
Battled and bloodied, Torin sits there.
And I'll run over there.
Mhm.
Good job.
You fought like hell in there.
It was my father's powers. The Oakbuck people.
Well, I'm glad that we chose you instead of me.
Yes, and you guys gave me help, support up here. I needed.
I've never seen you fight like that.
I've never needed to.
Fair enough. You're almost as strong as Bradley now. Not quite there, but.
Way stronger when elements are in full force. But thank you, Bradley.
Corey, can I see that dice you're on?
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
Where is it? Right here.
I'm gonna try to like pick up that like little.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of hold it out for the guys to see.
You know.
Look what he's released.
It's another piece.
Looks like it's a.
That's
And-
another stamp artifact. I have one already.
How many do we need?
3.
I believe we need
one
3.
more. I'll take mine out. I have the handle, don't I?
Yeah, so you have like kind of like the rod of the
rod,
staff, and
yeah.
there's kind of these sigils and symbols inscribed.
I'll take it. Like I want to see, does it attach somewhere?
You see where it would probably go, but you're just hitting 2 sticks against each other, pretty
Yeah.
much what you see.
Might need the
Or... I think
last
we're missing a piece.
Perhaps.
Make an intelligence check.
That's so weird that it has like little triangles on the edge.
Yeah, it's like not
6.
perfectly rounded. But you don't seem to notice anything in particular.
No, we must need to find another one.
That does look to be very powerful. I've never seen anything like it.
No, I haven't either. Other than this sword that we're trying to form.
I do a history check to see if I've seen anything like similar or
Mm-hmm.
dirty 20.
You haven't seen anything similar. I mean, just based off your age, you remember reading about these kind of broken apart relics that were used, for the big war essentially. They destroyed them because of their capabilities and their powers, and those of them getting into the wrong hands could be catastrophic. That's what you remember.
What do you think that last one would be?
Well, I'm thinking of anybody on the island that might know where it would be, and
Oh, I know where it is.
I have an idea too.
I bet it's with our friend. At the dragon.
I was thinking it's either with him or the chief that's got it.
I can see it being a part of the dragon's
I
horde.
could see the chieftain having it as well somewhere. He seemed like to be on this island for a while.
Him and his
He's-
people at the very least.
Right. But he would never show that to anyone.
Make a history check. Since you would be the one that is most familiar with this island.
Come on, come on!
Come on, roll.
I got good history.
You got a good history, yeah.
Oh, not bad. 17.
17. With that, you know that the chieftain is not the oldest person on this island. And you know that centaurs do live a relatively longer life than a human, but there are other creatures on this island
That are older.
that are older.
Gotcha.
And with the 17, I would say you would know that most of them don't reside in typical places on the island.
Right.
There are possibly 2 areas and 2 people that you know. I'll let you decipher those on who would be the oldest.
What are you thinking over there?
Well, the more my see if we could ask someone about the history of this island. I'm thinking of the chieftain, but he's not the oldest person. There are a couple others I think that may be older. But I don't know for sure.
Who have we interacted with?
I believe
Dwarves live a little.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, I've never stepped in foot. Bradley would probably be the only one that might know about that. But inside of the sanctuary, if there's anybody like, if there's elves or anybody else that lives considerably longer than the average person, then maybe they would be that. Or again, our dragon friend has seen some years probably.
Can I make another history check that I remember someone specifically from the sanctuary that would be older?
Yes, make another history check.
Nice, sounds cocked. Not bad. 11.
11.
I was gonna take it, but it was cocked.
Yeah, you're like, I can't do it.
Well, you know that the main elf within the sanctuary is older than Chieftain. That is one that you know for sure.
Do I know the name of that person?
Yes, let me double check it.
Was it the Evermist?
Yes, I believe so, yes. I think I got it. It
It would kind of make sense for the Evermist to have it.
Zazarak, Evermist.
Zazarak.
Yes, you definitely know that he is actually much older than the chieftain is. But you know that the chieftain has been here longer.
Gotcha. Right. Because we kind of need... we need someone who is old but also has lived on this island for a while to know the history. I believe Zazarak would be still a good resource to maybe tap into. Other than that, I do believe it could be with the dragon as well.
Because I'm thinking also, obviously, with this, not knowing anything about it, you
Yeah, do you want to give me
casters
that map?
would probably know more about this than I would definitely, but I'm assuming that this could be a staff of some kind is likely magical, so anybody that has magical understandings of that would probably have a pretty good idea of what this could be if they know what it might be.
What if we...
Do any of the shop
I'm
orders?
gonna whisper.
Come in closer. I think that if we showed... I can never remember his name. If we showed the dragon the other two pieces, do you think his face would lighten? If he had the third one? Like, do you think we'd be able to tell?
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
We might die though.
We all try to get a good look at his action.
I just... my brain... I mean, dragons generally have big hordes. It would only make sense. I just don't know how he get his head around it.
I think that's a good idea. Maybe
That would be the only thing, is that if we show our cards,
We're in a
then
war.
well, not necessarily that, but like what he said, if we know that he has it, if we figure that out, then
What if we show
how are we
one?
going to get it?
I think showing one would be a good idea because it would still entice him without showing that killing us is.
I would show the one that you just got.
Yeah.
Because
Just say, like, look at this thing.
right.
I also think we could go to your guys' sanctuary guy first, because that's a safe. We're not going to risk death going there.
The only other thing with that though, that I'm thinking is based off our last interaction with our dragon friend, is that would he even entice enough? Belrenak. I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to say it. Would he even entertain another audience with us?
I can hear you.
What'd you say?
If he would even entertain another audience with us.
Because if we're gonna talk to him, I think we just do it now.
I believe no.
If we're here.
We can let him know we completed our mission. I don't believe there's any slight in that.
No.
We're not losing anything if we do.
We don't have any other real reason to go inside the mountain, do we?
I mean, the only thing I can think about is trying to see what has changed in there.
Right.
I don't believe it would be
I don't think at that point that's gonna
directly in the mountain as well. I believe he may have information information could be somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if we want to go back into that place that we were in, see if what's his name's back. I don't know if he would show himself again.
I kind of doubt it, especially if Valvernock has showed his face and has desecrated
I
every
doubt he would come
demon
to
that's come out of that place. I don't think that he would think that that's very wise.
He did give us the time to search, so if we don't use it now, he knows where it's at, we lose out on that advantage.
I think we should ask. Maybe just show one to the dragon, the one you just got.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we
yeah.
go there and we see what happens.
Do
We
it.
read from there.
I mean, maybe take a quick rest there. Torn.
Definitely
We
good
can
idea.
wait a second.
Yeah, I can use that.
And it is like 11 p.m.
Oh, it's 11 p.m. right now.
It's late because this is the same day you guys fought Grobo.
We could even
Shit,
we
right?
could even just make camp here and take some rest and then head over to the dragon.
Yes, I'm gonna look up in the air. Can I see any lightning bolts?
So you're north of the mountain, where a lot of that happened was more south, but you definitely still see the clouds kind of looming over, just barely, just because it is night out. It's tougher to see clouds, but you see, like in the southern regions of the land, it is darker out, but you don't see any lightning bolts kind of striking down at the moment.
The dragon's been here for some time. The chieftain never talked about him, did he?
No, I don't think so. But again, if he's been resting as long, I mean,
He
possibly
could be resting for
he
years.
could have been resting for like centuries even.
The chieftain is not someone who is showing his hand to us either. He has known a lot more about stuff than we have already found out. If he probably did know about him, he just didn't share.
Right.
Well,
But
that big red dragon that came, something spooked him.
I think the other thing is too, is specifically with our chieftain friend, is that if now that we're able to prove / word's probably already gotten to him by now, if we're honest, that if he knows that Grobo and Salvador are dead, and Ike is really the only main threat or issue, if you want to call it that, then maybe that would sway his hand in seeing for that. And he had already told me last time that he was looking for Ike. He had informants that were out scouring the city looking for him.
Yeah, no, I think it could be. Ike's fine to take down, but I think we gathered enough information from the other two.
Part of me also thinks that with everything that was going on, and with how Grobo, enticed the fight with us, and we took down Salvador, and with what happened with us in Ike's bar, that something tells me that Ike left.
I could have left, you know.
Agreed.
It's very possible.
Probably with
Because wasn't
slave
all
He's
his,
got
trade.
all
all
this-
his stuff was in.
All of his stuff was in Grobo's, and if that were the case, and he's got all those connections between obviously we know that the slave trade goes well beyond just here in Oldstead, that it wouldn't have been hard for him to find a boat that was within their allegiance to get out in the night. That wouldn't have been difficult. So, I think we talk to Dragon, see what he's got as far as information to offer us, and go from there. And then when we get back, if the informants from Chieftain haven't found anything on Ike, and we don't have any promising leads on that, then at that point I think we've done enough in the city to let the Chieftain kind of get his reach back down into Staskoy and kind of do what he needs to do. Then at that point I think we're kind of done with this island, beyond finding the last piece that really seems like the only significant thing we have left to do.
And I think when we leave, do we want to go back in the mountain one more time, invited or not?
I don't believe so.
I'd say we either do it now, because we're right there, right?
I'm saying like go in again,
We could.
because there
just
were
to
some more
see.
buildings that were in there. Who knows?
We
what-
have time. He did like
72
said
hours.
that we have time to go into it and investigate if we need to. So it's not like we would be ruffling any feathers if we did that. We did have his blessing for a certain amount of time. The problem is that just understanding what we might find in there beyond what we already know is in there.
I don't know if he gave us permission to go into
I
the
thought it was
dark
just
part of the mountain. It was around the
Mm.
mountain. Or in this area to look for this
Which,
item.
to be honest with you, I don't care.
That doesn't surprise me.
We can go wherever we want. It's free.
Tell me something I don't know. Well, let's go.
Well, should we go
talk
try to
him.
talk to him?
Yes.
I think we should rest and then maybe try and talk to him in the morning.
Well, I
Sounds
think
good
we
to me.
want to talk to him in the morning.
Yes.
I just think it's pretty late.
It is kind of late.
Might as well rest, get the full strength.
Our friend Torin is pretty beat up.
All right, you guys
Yeah. So we'll make camp.
make camp.
I'll take first.
I'll sleep right away.
All right.
I might trance.
Here, I'll.
Yeah, give me that. Yeah, I'll put it in my bag.
I'm like Snowball.
All right. So as we take our long rest,
Before I do it, when I'm laying down to rest, I want to hold, I took a gem or emerald back from Oak Park when I left. I want to just kind of hold it tight. Or maybe like, I think I also have my dad's, do I have his crown?
Yeah. Yep. You have a
I
crown.
just want to kind of hold on to those while I'm laying down. I want to say, Father, or I want to say this in my head, I guess.
Yeah, yep.
Not so loud.
Yep. Yep.
Father, Oak Park people, don't think I've lost my sight of you. I will still pursue and seek to find you. I know Tolam and the other Oak Park people were with me during that battle. I will continue to search. I'll rest my head.
Yeah. Make a religion check for me.
Three.
All right, and you feel good after saying that mentally.
I'm like, yeah.
But anyone else want to do anything before they hit the hay?
Nope, I'm just taking first watch. And I'll get sit down.
We can take second watch.
Actually, I might want to do something in a second.
You said first watch.
Darius.
Or Darius did. He said second watch. Okay. First watch. I need you to make a perception check for me.
15.
15. And throughout the night,
Never mind.
you notice there are some creatures making noise off in the distance. You don't necessarily see anything, but you hear them. And there's chattering and there's movement. Doesn't necessarily seem like it comes towards your direction, but you notice that there is some movement beyond your vision, but nothing seems to approach you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just be mindful of that before I get the next person up.
And that's all that happens through your watch. Second watch, Bradley.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
That one.
That works. Perfect. In this moment, is there anything that you would like to do, Bradley?
You're right, we are
I
level
would just be on
13.
watch.
I thought I was.
Okay. At
You're
this
definitely
point,
right. I thought we were level 12.
We just leveled
You
Yeah.
actually end
up. I don't
up
think I rolled. Sorry.
waking up
You're good.
for your watch, finding a spot that would be best that you think on the outskirts of your camp, and you immediately fall asleep. Third watch.
I'll do it.
You wake up and you see that Bradley is just curled up in a
I'll
ball.
just stay
there in his
right.
watch.
Actually, I'll be up too. Come out of my trance.
Yeah, I would be up too as my meditation over that
17.
4 hours,
You
correct?
go 3, then can.
Oh.
14. We need
16, I guess.
we need to
Check
pick-
stay sleeping.
Nice.
If you wanted to, you could still stay awake if you want to. Otherwise, you can sleep.
Alright, I'll just wake up.
We need to pace our
I got 22.
trances.
16.
Because at a point, you can still
True.
do a watch, and they don't necessarily have to be as mindful. But then when you go back to sleep, they can take over the watch after that point. So you said what?
16.
16,
22.
14.
14. Okay. During this last stretch of rest, so when you're starting to feel a little bit lighter, you just feel like in the past days, weeks, there's been a lot that has happened, and you just, for whatever reason, this rest and this watch goes pretty peacefully. They wake up and it seems like Elcor is off on his own. Torin seems to be waking out of his rest of sorts, and he seems to be doing something druidic that doesn't make sense to you. And at this point, the wind starts to pick up a little bit. And within the wind, you hear one subtle voice come to you. just a whir in the breeze. Sylvan, you've come a long way. And then it's all it says.
And I look around.
No, I was looking for plants to talk to.
And I'll strum my lute. I'll take my lute out and I'll start playing
You
it.
start playing a little bit, and
And I'll just kind of keep an eye out.
yeah, and you make an Arcana check for me.
Oh, baby!
Come on, nobody better.
Nobody better on that roll.
Be fucking better.
21. 22.
22, nice. And as you start strumming, and it's pretty light strumming to not wake the rest of your party, but as you start strumming, little perfect timing.
I know.
As you start strumming, the wind seems to like almost direct itself in your direction, and it seems to kind of like wisp by you and then go off on its own way. And again, you hear another voice, but different this time. Sylvan, it's been a long time, son.
Father, can you hear me?
Nothing. But then you keep playing, and another voice comes. And it's your mother's voice, seemingly concerned. Sylvan, where are you? I need you.
Mother, are you there?
Nothing again. As you finish up a little bit of a tune, a last little voice comes with, and it's as if a light travels with this one, and it wisps by you, and it looks, as you kind of look deeper into it, as it kind of like catches your gaze almost, and it looks like your sister. And she kind of looks at you, and then it takes off, and within the last whip, brother, I'll never forget you, and takes off.
We need to sail the Totalis.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What is in Totalis?
Getting called there. The note. I just heard my father's voice, my mother's voice, my sister's voice. Something's happening.
Weren't you looking for one of your siblings?
Yes, but I think I know what the island he's on. I don't know if it's time to do that. You know?
Which island is that?
Well, actually I don't totally know. The last one that he was on was Saxondale, the town, if it's a town. But then he was sold to, it looks like a man named Aldous, who, he could be anywhere. But if we have no pressing matters, I think we better sail there. I know.
Make a history check, so as you're looking.
Oh my god, I'm hot.
Let him heat up.
Easy, I don't ever. 22 again.
Nice. It was a 20. And you know Saxondale is a town in Vastmar.
And Vastmar, yeah.
So he was in Vastmar. And it looks like,
Do you have a world map?
yeah, attack
Can you bring it up? Sorry, I haven't looked at one in a long time, so I'm like,
it's safe.
Vastmar. Has danger
Oh my
going
rock,
on
please.
now.
I know you were going off of
That's
those.
what it is.
Just
Vastmar
chucking
has
around.
trouble brewing.
I think everywhere has trouble brewing, doesn't it?
That's the problem.
I'm fine going, but
are you wanting to set sail there? Or do you think that we need to teleport faster?
only problem
Well, if we teleport, that wouldn't be the worst thing.
is we lose our ship, our people, unless we
I
leave
just
it somewhere safe.
fear that You've left the crew there for a while. I don't know.
I agree.
How,
How long? Yeah, I don't know how long.
How far is Oldstead from here?
That was about roughly. It took you guys like 8-ish days, but
We now have the second mast.
but remember, things were definitely against you guys. Not as great of a sailor and captain as you guys are now, and you guys got an additional sail.
Yeah.
Right.
The
So-
nice thing would be to leave our ship somewhere safe or with people we can
Oh, I think
trust,
he wants like a
and then
whirlwind.
teleport.
Oh,
Like,
roll
Yeah, like all the islands.
If we can see.
Sorry, I'm just trying to judge like.
No.
The only thing
Unless
I'm-
Oldstead's way off the path.
And
Makes no
also-
sense.
It's not 100% the scale. Like it's,
The only thing I'm
Right, I just
concerned
want to
about
look at
is
the
just leaving
place
them
Yeah.
more.
and
Is
any
it
of
morning
the
now?
things that we have.
Yeah, we'll say
well,
everyone's kinda
especially
waking up.
it'd be one thing if we had our own
Well,
ship or our
is there
own
anything
crew.
that you two wanted to do in the night?
No, I just want to roll my hit die because I'm morning.
yeah, I was gonna say, and everyone is now gonna be level 13s.
I thought you were right because I had my experience there, but then I had like 12 because I did the race 12, so I was like, oh, so I was like.
Right. But I looked at 12 ability score improvement. I was like, what? I just got.
Because I was like, I
score
thought I just took
improvement.
tough. Like
That's what I was really thinking too. I'm like, I'm an idiot.
And so, another thing to consider as well is you all are coming from Oldstead to Perry Brooks, and it took you 8 days. Normally, shouldn't take you that long from
Gotcha.
the closest 2 islands that you could be at that moment. But there are certain times and places, if you can
There we go.
remember, if you could remember that there are certain distances that it will take from one island to the next, but impending different weather situations and sea situations, it could take longer, but you could get lucky and it could take shorter.
we're currently right there.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
also remember
Yeah, because
that
we had to sail around.
remember that it's more like positioned this way. So Far Island is down here, Totalis is way up here, Vastmar is right in the middle, Oldstead is off to the side, Perry Brooks is right in the middle, and Kingsmain is technically way out here.
Right. Did we have to go to Far Island for anything?
Yeah.
No, we don't have anything.
Aren't you?
Yeah, Torin, make a history check if you'd like.
Reckon is.
I believe that's where your people went.
16.
So you remember catching word that there were druids spotted in the Red Row Forest.
The only thing I fear about this, us setting sail, or not setting sail and leaving the boat here, is that now that we've taken on a bunch of slaves, if we just leave them.
When it's when Nadagon is too.
I wouldn't want to leave our
Is
Is
boat
that
here.
is that in?
I think we should.
Far
We
Island?
should.
Shouldn't.
I don't think so.
Say that again.
Is Nadagon?
What was your history check?
16.
16.
16. With the 16, you remember Nadgadon is
I
not
think
on
the
any
only
of the
thing we have
islands.
left is to finish this relic.
Oh.
I feel like we need to finish it, but if we can't,
We didn't finish the last one either, so.
I know, but we
I
could.
just think there's something more about that damn mountain.
More
So,
information.
John, are you feeling any sort of pull? Now that we're close,
Really? Think.
I think I felt it
Guidance.
since he left. So you're feeling more pull to the
from when he was
to
there.
him.
Make an Arcana check.
With guidance.
This is something that you wouldn't be able to
Oh, why
guide.
would you like
Touches his head.
I can sense you thinking.
19?
Nice.
19. It was weird when you left the mountain previously. That pole was inward. When you were around Octavius, there wasn't necessarily a pull to him, but there was a connection you felt in some form or way. When you were near the Ripped Halas again, there was this weird fuzz that you felt, where normally with your magic, your like wild sorceress magic, you would feel a pull, and that's what felt off. And that's why you wanted to explore it again and see what was going on. And once you did that, ever since that you reawakened that, I can't remember what we called it, but that sorceress circle.
Yeah.
When you reawakened it, you started feeling this pull again.
Well, you know,
That sucks. But you started feeling this pull, but not directly inward towards the mountain, but again, somewhere towards the mountain. And where you're at now, say you're right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It feels this way. It still feels north.
So like past the mountain.
What if we do a check? I don't know what check to do. Do like a.
Oh yeah, we got all roll. We'll do it now.
It'll be like a.
Let's go around.
Yeah, make an insight. Yeah, that'd be okay.
19 again.
19 again.
Way better.
Not. It's weird. It feels north from where you're at, and it feels still somewhat downward-ish, but it's not directly into the center of the mountain that you felt before. And you're not sure if that just was because the position you were at, it felt inward, or now that you're on the other side, you have actually a better connection to know where you're getting this sort of magical like tether tugged at you. It seems directly in instead of towards the middle now. And it seems at this point, taking a rest and sort of feeling rejuvenated, feeling like you're a little bit more powerful now, that you feel that this pull is like every single time your heart beats. Instead of this constant weird, like, almost if you were like, what are they, like, water tubing on the back of a boat, where like, wherever you go, it feels like it's pulling you in the direction of where the boat is. This time feels just like every time that your heart beats. And remember, your heartbeat is not natural. It's like, so it's like every 10 seconds or 8 seconds or whatever it is, you feel this weird, just like, sort of jolt in a direction. So when you turn away, it feels like it's behind you, and it's this weird sensation that it's almost like directional, like wherever you're facing, it feels like that's where like your heart seems to almost like beat in that direction.
Gotcha.
And it's super unnatural, and yeah, you feel like it's still northward into the mountain somehow,
Well,
but not past it.
Since I've woken up, it's almost changed. It's something north towards the mountain, almost downward into it.
Do you think we need to explore it?
I mean, if you guys are all down with it, I mean, we still have the time. I'd like to check it out.
I think if we're gonna do this, we do it now.
Something
Something
close.
just flew in my ear. I think if we do it now, we can go in, check it out, and if we have to, we can talk to our Thonak once we leave, and maybe we'll get some answers, feel a little bit more finished,
Then we get it out.
and head out.
Do you think we should talk to him, see if the location we can find before we start searching? Because we don't want to waste our time that he's given us.
I agree, especially if we're going to be on a voyage. Any amount of time that's saved is going to help us.
I believe we should talk to him immediately.
Alright, I'm fine with that.
You know, suggest we speak to him first, maybe show him the artifact, and
The only thing is that if we have two pieces from two different artifacts on two different islands, and we know what likely might be coming,
We gotta get one.
we need some. At the very least, even if we came back and we started using those, if we just made it into a one day little teleportation jaunt to Oldstead to try and find anything that we can to try and get the last relic, or come back here and try to find the last relic when we start having more, then that could be something I feel like would have a lot of purpose with teleportation.
well, one of our members is refusing to take us to where one of the relics may be.
I remember when we searched for my father as well on this island, and we tried to find my people. So until we do that, you know my stay.
The other thing with that as well, though, is we did find a treasure map that was on Oldstead. We didn't go there only because we were afraid that it might not necessarily yield anything, but if we have it and we know exactly where it's at via the treasure map, that could be a quick, we know the location, we go there, see what's there. If it's nothing, we go back, and if it is something, great.
I believe greed is driving us. We do not have the time to go search for some random treasure when what we just seen happen.
We'll see.
I am with Torin here. He has to find his people, or I'm okay with searching for what Bradley's looking for. If someone believes his family's in danger, then fine, we do that. But I'm not going on a random treasure hunt for something we have no idea where it's at.
Listen, I don't think we're looking for, with his thing, we're not looking for a treasure.
Right.
We're just looking to discover his past. No, I agree. I don't think we just search and search.
I agree.
Reveals itself.
But I think
I just think that with us and what we might be going up against, that these artifacts that we're going to be potentially trying to uncover are going to be some key pieces and the things that we're going to need and assist us in whatever is going to come at us after we get deeper into this mess. Not that I don't think that we're strong, it's just that.
I agree with that they enhance us, but at the end of the day, it is still us who has to make the decisions. Be the ones to stand for against whatever that evil we are fighting. One single item or relic or artifact is not going to change that.
I agree. But I think, yes, I think our plan at this point is solid. We talked to Valranak, see if he has any guidance or any wisdom to impart on us about the relic that we're looking for, being that we are close. And if he gives us things, then great, we pursue that quick while we're here, since we are here. And then at the end of the day, we go back, check in with some people that we have in the town, and then I think at that point we decide where we're going to go.
We are searching for Bradley's thing too, as well as we're here.
Yep. I think that sounds like a plan.
So speak. I will lead the way. Sylvan, would you like to alert him?
try yelling.
Valranak!
As you shout out his name, there isn't an answer. And no roiling clouds, no storm that follows.
I don't think that worked.
Outcast. Sending.
Should we roll for health now or at the
Oh.
end?
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Oh, food your level?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, let's do this.
Is my
You guys
my
can
hit
count
points
that.
still docked? Was it down to like a 94?
It was 24 hours. So, I'd say you fought Grobo probably around 10 a.m.-ish, or like 11 a.m. So once 11 a.m. hits,
Okay.
then you'll get those back. But
Okay, so I'll just add. I'll add to my mat hit point
Yeah.
and then subtract.
Yeah.
Looks like it's 19 from it.
Oh, my DC's up higher now.
What do we do to roll our?
Your DC got up.
all right, Bradley,
DC.
let's start with you.
What is that, 18 for us now?
What do we do to
Forgot.
roll this again?
Huh?
What do we do to roll it again?
So you're doing
Should be
Oh! Hot done!
Should be
or wait,
four.
no. Where's your? Yeah. So you'd be
Two.
So like mine's one.
Worst when we possibly could get out of
Whenever
you.
I add, I get the
Cool!
number, so
These
if I get-
D6s
I get
don't
a
do us
9,
wrong!
And I do
4, let's go!
So it'd be a 14.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
holding
yeah.
this. I'm gonna see if I got a
You
2,
added
I was
five,
using this in my reroll.
That would work.
Oh, I'm gonna try it.
I can't tell what that is.
2.
Ooh. Is it a 2 or a 7? That's a 2.
Oh, a lot of twos here,
Boy,
boys.
is the worst.
Yeah.
Weak level up.
We
so
did
far.
roll good a couple, like
Yeah.
2 levels
Oh, yeah,
ago.
you guys have
If we have
rolled really
tough,
6 plus
we have
tough,
tough, it
right?
adds +2 to it,
Yeah,
right?
so
Yeah.
so it'd be at 8.
Okay, so I'm +4 here.
All right, plus 4.
Nice.
All right, 8. 8, baby.
2!
Oh, I thought it was an 8.
A lot of twos.
Here's yours. Right?
Yikes.
Lot of
Oh, you gotta
twos.
give me 2 seconds.
The wizard rolled the highest amount of D6.
There goes.
Yeah, that's tough.
Get in there.
And spellcasters now have access to level 7 spells.
I Pony. I will immediately cast teleport and disappear from the party.
And never to be seen again is Elcor.
And Zazrek ever miss shows up where you teleport and kills you.
Kills you.
one-shot power.
Wait. Wait, boys, wait.
Wait.
This
You
level-
might have an idea.
This level doesn't give
This
me
is a shout Atomic Andrew type idea.
What's called Kill Demon.
Oh god.
Kills all demons in the world.
Yeah. Oh god.
Mine's a lore thing. I get Dragon's Legacy, so every time I age, I only age a 20th of a year.
Never mind.
So every year is worth it would take me 20 years to age 1 year in human years.
So you'll be here a minute.
Doris will be around for a bit.
I lied. Did Chinese teleport to go to where the last staff piece was? But I need a real description, not a false description. A false description will just send me somewhere.
You guys want me to turn into a dragon? Because I can now.
Dave, let's go.
Somebody's gotta do it. Actually, just notice
Somebody's gotta do
Just
it.
notice my level 6, that means I transfer via plants. Go to any plants you've ever seen.
That's a good
Oh,
Yeah, that
that-
was a really good one.
Oh, Tom spammed the fuck out of that
Yeah, that
one.
was a.
Can you come back? once
Dude,
you
that's
go
how
there?
you guys so
Stay
much
there.
time travel.
Can you come back?
Oh yeah.
Fine, Brendan. I'll go to your stupid plant, your stupid tree you want to see so bad.
Tree.
Don't say anything, you dumbass. Oh wait, there's just this giant gem that
Shows up, look good, backs out.
Nah, guys, there's nothing you can do there.
Sylvan,
like
were you
in the
going to
trees.
contact
I didn't see it, man.
Oh
Selden?
yeah, I can. Sorry, I got busy.
Oh, you're alright. We're distracted right now.
Alright, I'll cast Sending to Fellernack.
Okay.
Vernick, I'm gonna talk to you again, my friend. Thought you would enjoy this nice day. It's pretty nice outside right now. We're on the, north part of the mountain, like we told you we were going to.
Is that it? Fellernack's booming voice comes in immediately.
Little Green One, you wish to speak. I will crawl out of my lair and talk. Be here soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds like we're going to his lair.
Alright, we're good. Should we head to the base of the mountain then? That's where we spoke last time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll go back to where we talked to him last time.
And so it takes you, I'm assuming not that long of a time, assuming that you have modes of transportation.
Yeah, Tor, you want to conjure owls? I thought you got there pretty quick last time. All right, so owls have been conjuring, and
Conjure animals. Always use me for my spells.
the party gets on whatever they want, either rug, owl, dragon.
I got my own wings.
And you guys. Oh wait, shit! Did you?
I'm not using that. It takes a charge, so I'll just use
I was
an
gonna
owl.
say because you did
Use
get
an
that
owl.
one, didn't you?
Yeah, I can't get myself wings for an hour, so it's basically like
Gotcha.
an owl.
But yeah, so the party starts flying south, and as you guys do that, make a perception check as you're flying.
That's my owl's doing 17.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
you can choose one. You can do these
I want the one I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
Seek
17.
down.
23.
25.
Where it's about to land.
17.
23.
So what'd you get?
17.
So, Torin, Elcor, and Bradley, you guys notice that the cloud that is protruded out into the wasteland has kind of receded back closer to the mountain. It's still kind of branching out, but you guys know when the devils kind of went out into the wasteland, the cloud followed them, and it kind of overscaped the entire wasteland area, but now that is kind of recessed back closer to the mountain, so it's not as far and as wide as it once was. As you guys fly closer south to where you encountered the devils and Fellernack for the first time.
And yeah, as you approach, you feel the of the mountain and the ground shaking at your feet as the winged blue dragon approaches the top of the mountain again and takes his bright blue lightning eyes and stares upon you. And you notice now as he emerges from those dark clouds that had no lightning anymore, re-emerges with this violent torrent of storms behind him as he steps over the top.
You have come. What do you wish to ask me?
Oh yeah, we just got done fighting a stone giant, and we got this twig.
And I'll take it out of my bag. And I'll look at him.
We got this twig. It came out of the club of the stone giant.
I don't know, like an insight.
Same.
Yeah, that's
His face is
And I'll
dying.
kind of just peek it out to him. But
Insight.
Biggest roll of my life.
Anyone who wants, yeah.
Fuck, nat 20.
they're doing it.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I will roll you.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
8. Nothing.
I mean, a lot of people roll, but I'll
Might
try.
as well check him out.
14.
Okay, as he kind of is looking down on you, you kind of look at him to see if he has any sign of recognition. And with that, he bows his head down, and you both don't notice any sign or tell if he notices. And when he grunts, you hear him just slightly sniff in recognition.
What is this that you bring? The mighty Velnak.
You know that he recognizes it.
It is what we believe, some sort of relic, a part of the old age. It seems like we fought our friend here, the druid, fought a giant for this one piece. And there seems to be other ones scattered. We were interested to see if you knew where they may be.
And he looks down at you, Torin.
A mighty task, druid.
Yes, I performed well. Good attacks. Giant was so-so.
Well, a good fortune you have come upon. Children, you had a question, but yet I have heard none.
Yeah. I mean, the question that we were really kind of wondering is, our friend Bradley is like pulled to the inside of the mountain, and we would like to investigate.
Yes, the heavy iron in his blood. I have smelled once before.
And what was that?
Well, there is something in my mountain that does not belong.
Is it a good power, evil power?
I don't know that answer, but you reek of it.
It's
I
been
think I know
called.
what it is.
The brimstone, the metal, is unnatural to my land.
I think we can help each other here. I mean, we'll go investigate it. See if we can rid your mountain of this foul-smelling thing. And in return, do you have any sort of insight on where we can find another piece of this So artifact?
Well, unfortunately, I don't think you can rid this land of his foul smell. It is burnt into the walls. But if you could do so, I could give you information on something you seek.
I think that's a hell of a deal there, Feldernack.
I say we do it.
To me, this seems like a partnership.
Becky, does he smile?
And you, as you say, it seems like a partnership. You see the lightning just burl around his face.
Okay, never mind. I have no partnership. I'm
We
gonna
should
keep
go.
trying. I'm gonna keep trying, Feldernack.
You can try.
Alright, so what I'm hearing is we will go into this mountain, figure out what we can find.
I will have one request of you. Is that while we travel through this mountain, you rid any of these demons or devils that may hunt us, if you could. To at least secure a safer path, if possible.
Make a persuasion.
Let's play persuasive. I feel like
A -1.
You know,
7.
Dude, my persuasion's insane.
That's 14.
16. Because you gotta get done.
I've never seen you use it, buddy.
Well, I thought I was gonna have to right then, and he was fine with it.
I have rid the foul, burning stench of those evil devils from my lair. But they still grow in mass all throughout Berry Brooks. They know not to enter my home. But my home is not just my peak. They are everywhere. The job is not close to done.
We'll do you a solid. We'll get rid of these spawner. I wish I knew what it smelled like so I could sniff it out.
No, Bradley.
Smell BO?
Those balls.
Give me deodorant, Feldernack.
He's not gonna answer that.
Well, I believe we should be on our way then. We're wasting the time that we have.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the other side.
Blows lightning in your direction.
Bradley, lead the way then.
All
Yes,
right.
Bradley?
Let your kicker lead us to it.
Yeah, what's kind of like,
What is the horse?
I'll kind of try to follow the path of where I'm kind of being led to, I guess.
Yeah, and so where you're at now, as you were traveling away from it, is felt behind you. And now that you face towards Feldernack in the mountain again, it seems kind of off to the right, kind of diagonally.
You guys wanna walk for about 10 minutes? Do you guys mind?
Whatever you say, Captain.
Come close. We can walk somewhat near each other.
Just a second, I gotta.
Okay. Can't believe all we have to do is precipitation on this smelly spot and we'll be good to go.
Oh, I have that smell. Take it up. We can make that smell great.
Just clean it. Put some scented flowers. Maybe a plant.
Travel through it.
Cool, I'm gonna search for some plants.
Oh, plus your charisma, man.
Hey, we'll just pop back into it.
The other thing is too is that if our chieftain friend has any more insight on how to get rid of this by the rock that we gave him, then maybe he would have more insight on how to actually get rid of it.
Oh, I'll say, check it out first.
Oh yeah, obviously we're gonna check it out.
We can tell her and I have many scenting smells. But, alright, men, gather close as we walk. Feldernack is a friend, a companion.
A partner.
Bradley is a brother. We do what we must to figure out whatever's going on with our friend Bradley. Feldernack's mission's second in importance. But Soti Molokai always does more than one thing at once, and they can never put their mind on one thing. So I know one thing, that we will go in there, we will solve this mystery, we will gain the necessary information for Bradley to move past this Octavius fellow. We'll bring the information back to Falrenac, and we'll go get this goddamn staff for one of you to use. And we'll use it on the devils. We'll go to Totalis, we will go to Vasmar, we will go to Kingsman, we'll rid this place of every foul-smelling beast to lay waste, to lay foot on this island.
Or island.
Or island as well. Oldstead still reeks, so we can go back there. I smell some ragu.
The red move.
We march on. Torrent, summon the owls.
And you add your temp HP.
Nice.
How much is it now?
18.
Oh! Oh, daddy!
If I had a better roll, I'd have cracked 200.
200?
Yeah.
I'm at 180 base.
That wasn't. I feel like we've all leveled up or rolled pretty decent though. So.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, that was. Yeah, you
I
guys
was
rolled
due for a
actually
shit
insane.
roll.
I've probably rolled above average. That probably brings. I wonder what the average.
I'm cracking triple digits. Let's go.
I had
Same, I'm at
the last
one-
handful.
Like 122 or 1.
Yeah. So
Triple ditch with the temp HP. Sorry, not
Bradley,
base.
you start leading the way back north side of the mountains, and as you approach the Riptalas again, you start to feel that pole start to gradually go inward. And as you reach the spot that you had last left, before you went to Felrock, it still felt inward. I need you to make a perception check.
9.
9. You start hovering and searching around the landscape through the Riptalas, through the side of the mountain, and you lose about an hour and a half, 2 hours of time just trying to look for any sort of entrance, any sort of way in. And as you start moving, you start feeling that pull kind of move throughout the time, and you try to pinpoint exactly where it's at, but you're having a very tough time. But after 2 hours, you realize that you're maybe not quite searching in the right direction.
Might not be the right direction here, boys.
What are you feeling?
Is it still like my heart beats? Is it just kind of like a vague direction of where it's pulling?
So it feels down and into the mountain still, but you start going a little too far south, and it pulls you back north, and you're looking all around the mountain, and you can't quite see anywhere, and you just haven't quite felt like you've searched the right spot. It feels not necessarily maybe the right direction, but you're not searching the right area. And all the meanwhile, he's just been kind of like, he'd go so far, then he'd kind of like look back, and he'd come back, and it seems like you're just following the face of the mountain, and he just seems to go back and forth.
Are we still walking?
At this point, how long are the owls?
I think they're an hour.
I think an hour.
They're an hour. So after the first hour, you see that Bradley gets a little confused. And then you're on foot, and he starts climbing up the mountain, and that takes about 20-30 minutes. And he can't seem to quite find anything. He kind of comes back down, and you're all just...
So
he
I
gets
kind of like checked around this area, right? And
You were it seemed like you were checking here.
okay.
Let's
Then
get higher.
And you know of this entrance,
Mhm.
and it doesn't, when you got closer to that
That's
one at one
caved,
point,
right?
it didn't seem like, it still seemed like it was this way.
okay.
Like down this way.
I'll hop on my carpet and I'll try to fly to like the peak of the mountain and see if it like pulls me inward from the peak. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
So then, yes, you pull, as you start gliding to the top of the mountain, it seems like at one point it feels like it goes straight down, and then you get over the top of the peak and it feels like you turn around towards like where your crew would have been left off, and it feels like it's down and in front of you.
And do I see?
Maybe a little to the left. Now that you're at the peak, it seems like it's here,
Okay.
not necessarily straight down.
And I'll try to follow that line then.
Okay, so then you kind of start going across. I need you to make another perception check for me. Or investigation.
25.
25. And you realize at this point, it feels like it was all perspective. You were looking straight onto the mountain and you got very confused at that pole, but now that you got to the highest peak and felt that pull, you all see that he starts gliding down the other side of the mountain, so you guys start following him. And it feels, when you get to the base of the mountain again, but on the farthest north part, there seems like there's a point that comes to the edge, and there's this big, large cliff drop-off, sheer cliff on the side of a mountain where it seems like the mountain should keep going, but it just drops. And you see, as you land, you turn around, and you notice that there is this symbol above this wooden panel that has an anvil with a hammer tilted on its side.
And have I seen this symbol?
Yes, you have.
What would it be?
Make a history check.
Come on, Brad.
Come on, Bradley.
Come on, Bradley.
15.
15. You recognize this as the symbol of your home.
Whoa!
Whoa!
What the?
Holy shit!
You're Mount Rushmore.
Which is
Blackstone.
Blackstone. You notice that the symbol of Blackstone is seemingly almost like a carve out of the symbol, but painted black, almost like charcoal black, and it's like an indent. It's like a carving into the mountain, and there's just this simple doorway that seems to be right in front of you. And you can tell, like, it's so hard to see from any other position but this one. And you definitely feel this pull directly down and inward into this opening.
And then is the rest of the party with me?
At this point, yes, they would have caught up to you after moments as you kind of study and look at this.
Alright, lads, well, it took me a little while, but this doorway, I think it's it. If y'all ready, I'm ready.
No time like the present.
Yes.
And I'll start heading down.
Alright, and as you start heading in to this cavern, you notice that
Brother, back. We're bringing those
you open this iron door, and it creaks open, and you see two lanterns. One about 5 feet from you, and another one about 100 feet. And you notice that it just goes as it lights part of your way.
What color?
I was gonna say 2 lanterns. One is glowing red, while the other one's flickering purple. Oh, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, just like that.
As you guys dungeon dive.
That'd be the coolest thing.
Oh, that's cool.
These orange colors are sweet.
The dungeon, you notice that this is just long, dark, barely lit path by 2 lanterns, like stabbed into the walls.
Yeah, and I'll head down.
And yeah, as you start moving down this sort of opening in this weird tunnel, you start to feel this sort of hot sensation just wash over you. And you just start sweating profusely. Like you go by a lantern and that first lantern, it just feels like a burst of warm air just hits you and it just takes you over. And as we start to continue down this path, we notice that you come to a certain point where the smooth stone of the tunnel opens up into this larger opening, and this craggly, broken rock, unman-made position where it seems as if there's these just giant drop-offs into nothing.
Are we on this side right now?
You are on that side, right? Coming out of here. So Bradley would be in front.
I'm assuming is Brecken with us or not? I'm assuming yes.
Yes. Brecken would be with you.
We missing someone. We missing.
Silver.
Zoom.
And you notice that this isn't quite right. It's about 5 feet through this little winding path. And you approach and you see this weird stained glass window type thing on the opposite side that seems to be covering what looks like would be an opening to a new place.
Have I ever like seen this room before?
Make an Arcana check. 23.
The go.
And as you start stepping into this place, this weird warm feeling, this sort of like hot flash and lightheadedness, and this weird tipsy feeling where you feel like you could fall off the edge at any given moment. And there's this noise, and then you hear it like almost down into the depths of the cavern. And then on your left side. And it seems like someone's moaning out in pain, but trying to get your attention somehow.
What was that, Bradley?
There's these dark recesses into the cavern walls that just seem to almost feel like you have eyes directly on you at all times.
Did it sound like human, like what I heard, or like monster-ish?
Make a nature check. 12. Could seem human or humanoid in nature. But as you start stepping forward, Bradley, in this narrow path, you look at this glass stained window, and yes, these visions start to appear in your mind every step. It seems like a new flash seems to get more and more vibrant and more in your field of view. And you all notice that he seems like he's just like stumbling forward away from you.
Oh, I'll follow.
And you notice that he gets to this point and you guys just see him go off and he just disappears into mist. Oof. And you notice that these flashes and visions that come to you, this weird kaleidoscope of color and mix, feels like two worlds. This world, this stained glass window in front of you, but you getting pulled from a spot in reality and then placed back in. And then you see you, like you in the real world. And then the next step, it pops into vision and it's you here. And then you take another step and there's a woman with moose antlers coming to the side of your vision. And then they disappear. And then you see this wisp of light that seems to be this bright blue and almost whimsical and musical in nature. And it drops. You take another step and you see angelic wings fly above you. And then you see a dragon roar with flames off the top edge. And every single one of these colors seems to flash and connect itself to the stained glass window, as if part of this whatever door in front of you is apparating from your visions and your time here. And you take another step and you all see him appear again out of the mist. And you said you were going to follow?
Yeah, we'll follow.
Yeah.
And at this point, you all notice that this mist around this corner, you kind of stop seeing where you should be stepping, but you can still see Bradley kind of reappear again. And you see flashes again pop into vision, and there's this woman with red hair and just druidic, somewhat, but very shaman-like appear in front of you and then goes away, and you start stepping forward again. The rest of you follow. Sylvan, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Sorry, buddy. He's rocked.
Not much better, but maybe it'll do it. 19.
19. Oh, passed by flying colors.
I was gonna be at 15. I mean, I got a little
Still
bit.
passed.
Still passed. As you step into this mist, you hear this, and you feel it almost enter into your soul, and you kind of push it away as you breathe in this heavy mist, and you, and then you feel fine. You start walking, and you kind of like have to do the like kind of step a little bit and like inch your way ahead of you. Alcor, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Alcor, good luck, buddy.
Oh, good luck, buddy.
Charlotte rolling in my thing.
Yeah, I never adjusted these.
That was a good change. 24.
24.
Going from a crit fail. 24.
As you step into this mist, you see Sylvan actually go through, and you start following him. As you follow him, you notice that it looks like Bradley starts sprinting directly at Sylvan, and then just dives off the edge, and your mind goes crazy. This is the person that you're supposed to be protecting, and then you snap out of it. Well, that couldn't be him, because I can still see him there. And you just get this weird flash of anxiety, and you just start to get your heart racing, and then you just steady your mind as a wizard would. Torin,
Yep.
I need you to make an intelligence check.
Easy.
Intelligence save, excuse me.
Okay. 15.
15 just beats it.
Oh! Way better.
Nobody fucking better.
As you step into this mist, it feels very unnatural. It feels as if the mist is clinging and wrapping itself around your body, and it feels like something's crawling and scratching at you. But then you start to push through, and each step it feels like someone's just grasping at you. But you realize there's no one there, and you steady your mind and realize that the natural world is not here, and this can't be something that you know, so it can't be true. So, someone roll for Brecken for me. Just roll a 20.
No,
9,
6.
6. What is his
No way.
Constitution save?
Okay.
Plus 3.
12. So
That was 9.
9. With a 9, you all see Brecken take steps into this mist, and he goes, "Hey guys, kind of smells a little bit like home." And he just uncorks a bottle of something. He starts drinking, and you see him just immediately start stumbling.
Yeah, that's just normal
And
bread.
I need Doris, I need you to make a dexterity check for me.
Save or just check?
Just check.
That's gonna be a 17.
17, and he starts getting very drunk very fast, and he starts to into the cavern of just complete darkness, and you just instinctively grab out and grab him, and you pull him at his collar, and you do just enough pulling at the collar that he starts just coughing up this heavy black mist liquid out of himself, and it just kind of pours out, and then you pull him to his feet, and what the fuck was that?
I don't know, dude. Not sure.
And he just immediately then sobered and fine. I need you to make a charisma check save for me.
This is not bad. 19?
19.
Yeah, 19.
with seeing your friend almost just madly just go very inebriated and try to jump and almost fall off. You hear whispers and calls out from your friends ahead of you of shit happening to them, and this weird anxiety and almost fear comes to you. Unnatural, but then you realize I can't be afraid of anything. So you just pull yourself out of it, no fucking problem. Bradley, you start making your way through. You all see him disappear into this mist again. Bradley, I need you to make one more check for me, and I need it to be wisdom.
Just a regular wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Most wise man in the world.
I mean, he's lucky.
Oh, that can't be good.
He's lucky.
He's a lucky man.
9.
Oh, shit.
9.
Collapse.
And with that,
Can I use this actually?
you can.
One more time. Come on.
Got it?
18. There.
There we go.
Yes,
There we
God.
go.
He's the goat.
And you
Use it all.
you see, as you step into this mist, this figure hunched in this weird like knapsack shawl, and as you kind of approach it, it kind of looks towards you, and it looks up, and you see that it is just this gaping void of a face, and you hear this and as you feel this necrotic energy start to fill you, you just go back on your heels as you feel your entire essence is about to be drained in the snap of a second. And you pull back too, and this creature is still standing in front of you, but you feel your soul almost as if it got pushed out and brought back in. And it starts to creep back into the mist away from you. It is still right there, but it is within range.
I'll shout at it. What are you?
Let me just check one thing. I am all that come before you. You dare enter this unsafe, unholy place.
Yes. Whatever this is, it calls to me.
Well, you have passed my gaze. I will return.
Not try to stop my friends either.
And it just looks away from you and just steps into the mist. You can't see it again.
Keep walking.
And you
Can we follow?
Yep, you can follow now. You all see him disappear into the mist and appear on the other side as you all try to venture into the next. At this point, I need everybody to make. Oh shit.
You thought we were good rolls the first one?
No, I'm gonna guidance myself, so.
Guidance.
I need everybody to make a Constitution save.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
Guidance.
Let's go. Come on.
Oh yeah, we're so good.
Nobody better.
Nobody fucking better than
Except Silver. I
Thor.
think he might be dead.
Okay, Sylvan.
4.
Yeah, Sylvan's dead. It's an instant kill.
22.
28.
18.
Oh, me too.
Yep. Or
Oh.
no, sorry, you're good. Cool. You're good.
Oh, Brecken.
Brecken, someone
Brecken,
roll
come
Brecken.
on.
What's his con save?
Plus 3. 20.
20. Okay. At this point, you all start stepping through this mist, and at first, Elcor, you find your footing. You're kind of like easily following this path. You're not even looking down, but you hear these. I need. And as you hear I need, you kind of look to your left and you realize you're at the edge of this part, and you look over to your left and you see this creature hunched over Sylvan as he's looking in to your eyes. And you, kind of like a Dementor, you see like this bright white and blue light get pulled out of Sylvan. And you see Sylvan fall flat. Ooh. And this creature looks at you, and he tries to go at you, and just you feel this like dark energy pull towards you, and you just kind of like look at it, and it just pushes past your face, and it just hunches and tries to scurry away.
And then as I see him scurry away, I'll be, come back here. What did you do to my friend?
He's dead.
And you start approaching the stained glass window.
Gotta move on.
And you, at this point, realize you haven't heard anything. Other than that creature that talked to you, after that, your flashes just kept happening, and you stumble forward, and you kind of like come to, and you're at the stained glass window and door in front of you. And you start trying to go towards this creature, and it huddles in this corner, and it speaks out.
Your friend cannot be saved.
And we'll wait to get to you again. Torin.
You cooked! Someone's cooked! He's dead!
Torin.
This is my chance to become leader of Silver Malachi again.
Climbing over the rock on the side of this deep, endless pit, the creature comes up and stares at you, and you look down at it, and it's this just weird, like, grayish skin, eye sockets empty, this gaping mouth turns towards you, and its mouth just starts to elongate almost down to its rib cage as the jaw just seems to separate. And it drops. Meet your father. And as you do that, you kind of look at him, and it seems to impart its will into you to try to take something, and you resist it. And it's just sitting there looking up at you at this point. You're within 5 feet. If you want to do anything, you can see it.
I can see this bad boy right in front of me taunting me. You're saying?
And it tried to make an effect on you, but did not work.
Yeah, this fucker's gonna get it. I'll primal savagery.
Okay.
Unless
You can make an attack.
claws and slash him.
Alright.
16?
16 hits.
I should use a bigger spell, but we get. These green ones are still.
Yeah, without light, the glass ones are hard.
It's gonna do 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. And you rack it in the shoulder, and it stays grabbing onto the side of this cavern. It pulls right up into your face, and it starts to glare at you again, but it can't do anything yet. Brecken passed, right?
If I can shoot the fucker.
Darius, behind Brecken, you see something, or at first you hear something. It starts running behind you, and you go to turn, and you pull out your pike, and it goes right underneath, and it goes right into Brecken's face, and you see this thing is not hooded, but it is this weird, bald, grayish skin, and all you see is just this pit in the middle of its face. And you hear it, because you're the closest.
The liquor will consume you. You need me.
And then it peers into it, and Brecken just takes out a bottle of rum, and he just sticks it in this thing and just fucking lights it up, and you see it fucking Legolas, and you see this
Multi-shot.
pop over the edge and fall into nothing. And as you turn, you notice that there's another one right in front of your face, and you see that its mouth seems to be at its throat, and your pike is pointed out towards it, and it just almost like it eats into your pike and gets right up in your face.
Your father never loved you.
And he tries to gaze into your face as this, again, dark flood of energy kind of tries to overtake you. And you just kind of like take your pike and you like shove it back off, and it just stands there about 5 feet from you. So now there are 2 creatures within the mist with all of you. Elcor, you are outside of the mist. Bradley, you're at the stained glass window, just finally coming to. What would you guys like to do? And one is hurt by Torin.
What do you want to do?
It is kind of free engagement at this point. There is no combat going on.
Do I just see Sylvan? Do I see Sylvan laying over there?
And you all notice that those that have been attacked, you seem to not be able to pull your gaze
From the thing that's
away from the thing.
I'm going to use my wand, and I'm going to cast Dispel Evil and Good. And I'm going to use the dismissal action. So I'm going to go towards the one in the corner that I see. It has to be a melee attack. Make a melee spell attack against the Celestial, Elemental, Fey, Fiend, or Undead you can reach. On hit, you attempt to drive the creature back to its home plane. The creature must succeed on a charisma save or be sent back to its home plane.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice.
So
I gotta make an attack first,
okay,
to hit it.
All right.
Come on, Alcor.
I think that's good. 9 plus dirty 20.
Yeah.
Perfect. So then he just has to make then a charisma save. If he's an elemental, fey, fiend, undead, or celestial.
He is an undead.
Perfect.
He rolled a 5.
So he is sent back to his home plane.
Okay, and as you go to strike this, you realize as you come out from the mist, it seems like your hearing and your senses come to and you approach it, and it's about to reach out towards you. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, it's not gonna make it. 12.
No, that passes. That passes. And as you go to strike into this thing, it reaches out again, and you will take 10 points of necrotic damage, as this time you feel the gaze that had been upon you try to reattach itself, and you shrug it off and you stab into it, and you see this creature just and you feel like its skin just turns into translucent white mist and just disappears.
This one is sweet.
And Torin.
I'll blight this.
I don't come back up.
No.
Because I seen like the energy of his did I see, as you described before, like he took like the energy or like the soul of Sylvan?
It seemed like it took some form of essence, and as it was taking the light blue or white or green, whatever, out of Sylvan, it was turning black as it was essentially being devoured.
Gotcha.
Into this creature.
And did I see once he disappeared, did anything happen with the essence or anything like that?
Didn't seem like it. Torin, this thing is in front of you. Need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you do your attack as well if you want to do anything.
Oh yeah, I'll attack this fucker. I'll do my Constitution saving throw first. 20.
Yep.
30. And then I'm just gonna go to war with this bad, but I'm gonna Primal Savagery it again.
Go to war with
me and him are gonna battle it out with men.
Oh, I saw a 20.
It's gonna be 17.
17 to hit?
Yep.
Hits.
Okay. Time to meet your maker.
21 points of damage. Nice. And as you take out these talons and you claw into the neck of this creature and claw into the side of the rib cage and you sort of rip it apart, and you see that this thing gets dislodged, and as it falls, its true visage starts to slowly apparate from this weird undead creature into a human male.
What's he look like?
Just seems like he's got scruff on his face. Seems like his eye sockets are just very drooped, bald.
His body's just laying there.
And now it's just a human body just laying there. Very, very gaunt and very malnourished, but yes.
Interesting.
And as you kind of rip it apart and its gaze kind of hits you, you do take 7 points of damage, necrotic damage. But as this happens, you see that its form disappears and you can avert yourself away from this being, and you kind of step out of the mist and kind of like back into almost Sylvan's body on the ground.
Do I notice his body?
Brecken is fine. He starts sprinting out past you. And Doris, as you are there, still having that one right in front of your face.
Yeah, we'll go after him.
Make a con save.
Someone's dead.
Yeah, I'm fine. 26.
Yep.
Okay, first attack is a 22.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack's gonna be a 26.
Okay.
Third attack's gonna be 26 again.
Okay. So you will take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, first, so 5, 10, 14, 8, 10, 14 again.
And that's good enough.
Okay.
And as you sort of take your pike and you jab it into the top of the head for a strike, and you go around and you jab it back into the gut, and you see this sort of essence, this dark liquid and mist sort of pour out of its mouth. And in front of your face, you see this visage of this undead creature drop into a half-orc. Thank you. And he falls down dead. And you kind of come out of it, and you start pulling yourself out of the mist, face to face with Torin. You kind of back him up, and Torin, you see that Sylvan's body is just limp.
And do I feel like the pull's still coming through this door?
Mm-hmm.
I think like Brad would be like mesmerized by this and just hyper focused. I would just keep going through it.
Okay. And as you sort of approach the stained glass door, I would assume Brecken and Elcor are probably the only two that are really paying attention at this point. I'd assume you two are probably attending to Sylvan's body at some point.
We're trying to remember. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna use a spell.
Okay.
I will use.
While I'm down there, I'm gonna put my hand in his like neck. Does he have a pulse?
Make a medicine check.
I'll have with healing spirit.
Healing spirit.
Yeah.
11.
11. Nothing.
That can't be good.
And Torin, as you cast Healing Spirit on Sylvan, and you kind of stand over him, and you feel that yourself actually takes the healing.
Thank you. Do I get any healing?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, nice.
You take the healing.
Nice. Sorry, Sullivan. Oh wait, I keep that.
And Elcor, I need you to make an Arcana check. Bradley goes over and touches the glass stained window, and there's no door. There's no entrance, opening, handle, anything. But you just kind of put your hand to the door, and it ripples. And for you, it looks like walk in.
I'll do that.
17.
17. You realize that as he's touching it, it seems like there's something solid that his hand is touching. You realize that this is not a glass stained pane window door. It is something magical. And as he touches it, you see that he just kind of looks at his hand and walks through what seems like glass and just disappears on the other side. And Brecken kind of sees the same, and he kind of goes to approach it, and he kind of puts his hand and he like tries to move through it, and nothing happens.
Yeah, I'll go up and try to put my hand on the window or the door.
You put your hand to the glass pane window, and you feel this shimmer around your hand, and you instinctively think you grab Brecken, and you both step through.
Okay. Not feeling a pulse on Sylvan. I'm going to pick him up and kind of go to the door where they were just at, and I'm gonna just continue to examine, I guess, like him and see if I can, like, I don't know, figure out like, is he dead by natural means? Is he just unconscious by unnatural means? Like, is there something that I can do that, like, within my power? Obviously, I don't have magic, but like, if I could do something.
You can make another medicine or arcana check if you would like.
Can I just help him with whatever check he makes?
Mm-hmm. You can give advantage.
I guess I'll do Arcana. It's about the same. That's not bad. Yep, we're gonna take the first one. I got a 19.
19. It seems natural. It seems dead. Nothing you can do. Someone could possibly do something. Seems as if something, not necessarily power word kill, but it's pretty fucking close.
I'll relay that to Torin. I got shit Torin, I'm not.
Get the mop out. He's fucking shit on the floor.
I don't have anything to help.
Anybody know how to heal a dead guy? Bradley, you there?
And
He's got it.
you guys don't hear anything through here, but you guys hear them talking through that opening. And for you on the other side, you don't see the stained glass anymore. You just see an opening, and they're standing there just trying to talk to you. You see them, and you can hear them out loud as if they're 10 feet away from you as they are, but you don't hear anything through this.
Does anybody have ability to revive?
Can I go back out? Like, so when we say the door, can I walk back on their side again?
So you start approaching, and you kind of walk towards them, and you kind of like run into a wall that's like just not there. And you kind of reach out, and you guys both see Elcor's hand reach out like this.
I'm gonna farmer carry Sylvan, and I'm gonna grab his hand.
Okay, and as you kind of reach out,
And
you
I'll
feel
tell
like
you
it's
to grab
almost
me
like
too.
putting your hand through water. And you feel like wet and dryness on the other side, but then you feel a clasp from, because you can see him, and you pull him through, and you see both Doris and Sylvan's body on his shoulder come through on the other side.
And he was on me. He was on me
Okay,
too. He
so
was
then
on this.
all three of you come through.
Put him down. I have something I can try.
I'll lay Sylvan down.
I will cast another charge of Dispel Evil and Good. And this time I'm going to cast the Break Enchantment. So with my action, a touch creature you reach that is charmed, frightened, or possessed by Celestial Elemental, Fae, Fiend, or Undead. Creature you touch is no longer charmed, frightened, possessed by that creature.
And as you go to put this magic into Sylvan's body, you realize there's nothing tethered to him that can allow this magical being or essence to travel to. But if you want to change the light to green, you all here will say, let's maybe change this real quick. This one. As you all hear from down the corridor, and you've been just walking forward, paying no mind. Whatever this pull is overtaken you. You essentially feel like you are there, you're present, your conscience now. Rather, before you weren't. And at this point, see if this just loads while we need to. At this point, you start walking, and you actually walk by, and you see this figure as you're walking by, but you just kind of keep walking past them. Somehow he seems really fucking familiar. But you just keep walking.
Would I recognize him as my old master?
No.
Okay.
You walk past and kind of just start going this way. And this creature was right here at the entrance of the cave. And he goes, this creature speaks out.
Please, if you've been within the last 10 days, I can bring you back.
This figure reaches out and speaks down the hallway. I don't know what's wrong with your friend, but I can help yours. Son, bring him here.
Oh, wait, is he talking to him or is he talking to me?
He just speaks down the hallway and you guys just hear a voice. You don't even see him, you just hear it. And you... Doesn't sound like Bradley, and Bradley just walked in the room, but you don't see this.
Well,
you see this shadowy figure just kind of huddled at the edge of this frame. And Elcor, you kind of walk past him, and he goes, he seems in dire need. I know how to help him. And Bradley goes, sup, you got any booze here? Darius, you walk past him.
Okay.
And he's just shadowed, but you notice that he has a weapon
at
his side.
Would I pick him up, assuming that I saw what Elcor did? I need to pick him up and get him there.
And I'll say, as you are carrying Sylvan, you're just kind of pushing into the room, and Torin, as you stand face to face with your father.
Oh! Fuck! Come on! Fuck! Come on!
Thanks, part session away.
Oh, fuck!
What?
So it's true. You travel with the scum.
Father, I searched for you. I've scryed on you. I called for you. No response. I had no idea what happened.
Our family, our people, have other matters to attend.
I've been searching. What, you just left me to die? I was taken prisoner.
Well, from what it seems, your party that you now peruse with has taken care of you, and you them. But now, whoever this small dragonborn is, if he's your friend, and now I see it true with my own eyes, I might be able to help.
He is my friend. They've treated me well. I need your help to save him.
I wish Sigmund was here to see this.
And, say that one more time.
I just said, this is true. He's my friend. I need your help to save him. He's a good man.
Take over, yeah, dude, technically this is you.
Oh yeah, sure.
I forgot. I just kind of was taking the lead.
But yeah, so as that says, he's your friend. Please bring him over here.
Are you still holding him?
I can give him to you.
Okay, I'll take him over. And then while I'm saying this, do I feel like, maybe I'll insight, do I feel like this is 100% my father? I just want to inspect to see, make sure.
I'll even say, don't even need to insight. The sheer presence and the demeanor of your father that you know, this is him.
Oh no, aura, this guy just got it.
And it's just like, however he has treated you in your life, you're getting the exact same response that you ever had been, and you just, without even having to second guess, you know it's him.
And when you bring him over, you see Tokala walk, and it's this old druid, but still, mighty, still old, full of fight. As he brings over, you remember that glaive, and every time it passes his face, you see a ghostly spectral image of Tokala. And as he looks upon the room, where is Golden Knight?
Golden Knight, you mean?
The one I met on battlefield in Tiber Cove. Where is Golden Knight?
He has died. He has fallen. Fighting, protecting me and other members here.
And he kind of stops in his glaive. I remember this dragonborn as well. He looks around. You. And the other creature. Horns red like a devil. You all opposed me on that battlefield. But today, we meet as allies. The greater threat to not only this island, but the other islands is spreading. Lay your friend, Torin, and I will see what can be done to bring him back. And he puts his glaive down, and he hovers around. And you see him get a little satchel out, and you see him start sprinkling some herbs and some dirt and some soil around Sylvan's body. And you start seeing him kind of wave around it, and you see from that these plants kind of grow and they root over Sylvan's body and starts coiling around Sylvan. Now, I will attempt to do my best without the power of the great tree. But we are all connected, even if not in Oak Block. And you see his eyes flicker green as they roll back into his head, and he starts doing some chanting and some shouting. And as you see that, you see Sylvan's eyes that are kind of just partially open at this point. You see them, they turn green too. And Sylvan, I'm gonna make you make a Constitution saving throw.
That would be shitty. 12.
Alright, that's 1. And so as this continues to happen, more shouting. I feel him coming back. Make another one, Sylvan.
Ooh, 19.
Another one.
Another one?
I feel his presence. He is near. And you see the kind of the circle he made with the dirt. The plants are now growing thicker and more coiled around Sylvan's body. Make another one, Sylvan.
10.
That's good enough. And
With this last one, I would like at this point where, as Tokal is finishing this magical ritual of sorts, if anybody wants to add anything at this moment to make this true resurrection or this revivify to happen, if they want to add anything at all, like choose an ability, choose anything that you want to essentially allow Sylvan's soul to re-enter his body. If anybody has anything meaningful, I would assume Elcor at this point you don't know Sylvan, so besides Elcor, Bradley, Doris, Torin.
So it's like an ability.
Just anything that you can give to this ritual at any point, and it could be anything. Be as creative as you want.
and you see Tokal.
Sylvan's soul back.
He's almost back. I can feel him.
Sylvan has ridden with Dorias a handful of times. I'm gonna pull out a couple of the scales that I've got, and I'm gonna like put them on my hand, and I'm gonna like put them on him.
Okay, I want you to make a D20 roll.
Was dead. I was gonna just think about leaving you lay there for a while.
19, and add your wisdom.
My wisdom, that would make it a 22.
Or actually, no, let's do charisma.
Oh, that's
better. Worse.
No, that's better. 23.
23. And with this, you feel as if the warmth that those scales once held and the type of texture of skin akin to your friend Sylvan seems to allow the rest of the ritual to take place.
And how many scales did you have?
Well, I got 6, so I'll get rid of 3.
Okay. And you see the ritual complete, and you see Tokala. Oh, he's back. I feel him. Sylvan, are you there? And you see then his eyes shoot wide open.
Or no, I had 8, so now I'm down to 5.
And Doris, you notice the scales you put, there's now 3 blackish, reddish scales on Sylvan's hand that are like actually embedded into his skin.
I'm resistant to flat out.
No.
Fireball comes out, you gotta put your hand out.
Yes. In this moment, Sylvan, last thing you remember was this creature coming into your mind and into your face, and you just feeling as if everything just got sucked out of your body. Your soul just essentially just ripped away. And in the moment where you look down, your body falls flat. Nothing. Just absolutely nothing. But darkness and cold, sadness and depression. And you just get helpless because you just go, I can't do anything. And for about what seems like 24 hours of being gone, and an impossibly long time gets shattered with a and you hear chanting, and you feel like yourself is just getting pulled out of the depths of water, and you just feel like yourself rise back into your body, and you go you sit up, and all this branch and twig just kind of get ripped apart from your body, and you sit up and see the rest of your party and Tokalafe chanting over your body.
What is he doing yet?
Saving life.
He saved you, Sylvan.
He kind of stands up. He grabs his glaive. And he gets up on it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
It seems you owe me a few favors now.
That's debatable. Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Sylvan,
What?
show respect to my father.
I'm gonna say, as he kind of stands up, I'm gonna get down on a knee and kind of like show, like, almost gratitude to like a king, and say, it's an honor to be in the presence of somebody who has experienced the oak bark tree. I've only read about it, but to feel its presence is life-changing.
We are all connected to the great tree. Separated by water, its roots run deeper. We are all connected.
I'm gonna grab my his crown, and I'm gonna walk over to him and take a knee by him and say, Father, you've been missing this.
My crown. I left it there in case you ever were to escape wherever you were. That night, when that fiend, that devil, came crashing from the woods on the battlefield of Tiber Cove. It was sporadic, it was chaos, it was unlike anything I have ever experienced before. I lost all our warriors. We ran for the trees, made our escape back to Oak Bark, and alas, I saw you were not there. But, reuniting with you now, I do, from what you say, have these folks to thank. And so from that, I do not see the Gold Knight standing with you anymore, nor the devil or red man who shot the last bolt at me. And you were the one limping off to me.
Was I that day?
And I can see nothing has changed with your demeanor.
No, I've changed quite a bit, actually.
But saving my only heir to Oak Bark, Torin Bay, is a service I owe eternity of gratitude towards you. From this, Our once shaky grounds of relationship have been squabbled.
Do you mind if I lip off one more time?
So be it.
Maybe not, maybe not.
You know,
What?
Sylvan,
Yeah.
you get one life. Yours is up. Anything past this is extra.
Whatever creature that was took it away real quick, didn't it?
Indeed, yes.
Imagine if we all failed.
Not have been good.
What was that? Is that your magic?
This is not my magic there. Deep, dark, horrific magic lurks in this mountain. Connected to the Razorback Mountains, this mountain range is deep beneath the ocean.
How did you know we were here? What brings you here, Father?
I heard of an old guardian stone titan awaken, Dramu. And I know no ordinary man can awaken such a titan. I have been searching for you, Torn, and I figured this disturbance in nature, unnatural, had to be my best guess.
What have I been like feeling since I've been in this room?
This entire time, you've heard in the background all of this happening, but you've been hell-bent on finding whatever pole. And at this point, you get a little lost. You actually went by this statue here in the corner and felt that that wasn't quite what was pulling you. You come over to this one, and you're standing there and just staring up at it, and you're kind of like just been expecting it, and your pole seems to be just like centered. It's weird. It doesn't feel like a direction, it just feels centered.
We at the statue.
No, you've just been looking at things all around the room, not really paying any mind to what's going on over here. And as they kind of entered the room and you realized there's nothing on that statue or this little figurehead thing, and so you went looking for something else and you came upon this one, and this noise has been in the background and you just kind of white noised.
I'll walk over to that middle part, like where the water is, see if anything changes when I get close to there.
It intensifies.
And Twagana speaks up. There are many tides that are crashing on this island. The mighty Valranak awakens. There is dark, deep, satanic magic running through these mountains. And you all have been making a disturbance on the surface of Perry Brooks by what it seems. 3 tides that are clashing on this island. It is dangerous times, for sure. And it is not the only island experiencing such clashing of tides.
That is what we were worried about. And if it's any consolation, obviously we were at odds when we fought at Tiber, and after what we learned, after spending more time there, we were in the wrong. And we came to understand that we were being greatly misled. And we took care of the demon that was likely the thing that brought the end to a lot of your people. His name was Rhaegul, and that was the presence that we believed was causing the things on Tiber, which now led us here, which seems we're finding a theme.
And what have you found on this island?
More fiends.
Found a man, Octavius. Bradley's tied to him.
Yes, your friend here is emitting
Sigmund is his name.
Sigmund. Yes. If he was here, we would have to finish our battle. But seeing that he has perished, again, my quarrels with you are no longer.
Out of my bag, I'll pull out the axe.
And he kind of looks at it and kind of takes a step back, just noticing just the innate magical powers that flow through that battle axe that you hold.
Know that Sigmund died in an onerous way. His battle is not yet finished. He resides in this axe, fighting off the evils of Rhaegel as we speak. The blue resembles Sigmund, a knight of honor, and the red resembles Rhaegel, an evil that must be contained in this axe.
A knight of honor, you say?
I would say so, for the most part.
Well, a knight of honor would not have been partying with someone to shoot me in the back as I turned my army away from Tiber Cove.
That is true.
But Father, from what I've heard, that fiend that shot at you, that was his own decision. Sigmund came back from that battle. He survived, but he never intended to continue to fight with us. He wanted the war to end, and he meant all good.
And that's when he kind of grabs his blade and slams it on the ground. That is what you still have yet to learn, Torin. As a leader, your actions and the people you travel with reflect into everyone's actions. You, as a leader someday of Oakbark, your actions will reflect all of those of Oakbark. And likewise of theirs, they look up to you, and they will act in your behalf. Lead them right, and they would never have done that.
You're right. Are our people still okay? Are they alive?
Yes, they are safely tucked away at Far Island.
So, you say you've been hiding here, looking for us. What is this place?
This is just an area me and my arch-griffin were able to pinpoint out. Safe haven, if you will, from the chaos below. As I said, I know these mountains well. I've been on this earth for quite a long time. But something unnatural again has been awoken in this mountain.
Yes, that leads me to a question. You, of all people, have knowledge of the old world in the past. When he fought that stone giant, he was able to retrieve parts of a relic, the staff. I believe there's another piece that we have found, and along with that, they have found 2 pieces from the island of Oldstone.
I'll bring out a whore.
And you have all these relics kind of spread out amongst Tocalafe.
My king, I don't ask you this for the greed of ourselves or for the glory, but we may need these items to fight off whatever we're looking at. This dragon we speak to is mighty and powerful. Has even been seen, not defeated, but hurt by whatever we're fighting. Anything that we can use, I believe we need to do it.
We are meaning to purge the islands of all of these evil doings that are seeming to sprout up sporadically. And we have soft leads on what could be potentially the reasoning for that, and we think that that if we have these relics, that us and whoever is also going to be helping us and making sure that this realm that we know of and all the islands that are in this range are not torn apart by whatever tide is going to wash over them if we do not intervene, just like what happened on Oldstead.
And he kind of leans on his glaive. I see. 2 of the 3 relics for Harry Brooks, and 2 of the 3 relics for Oldstead. You 2 roll persuasion checks.
Why am I the one? Keep persuading. I guess shut my mouth and start telling other people that was a good idea.
I'm not bad at persuasion. I mean, by comparison.
Oh, God. Let's go. Woo! Woo! 18! 21!
Oh, nice, nice.
19 minus 1.
Yes. There were only 3 people who were a part of the dismantling of such powerful weapons. No one else knew. However, luckily for the Oakbark people, it was the Archfey before me, part of that dismantling. And as initiation to becoming the Archfey of Oakbark, you are given the locations of said dismantled weapons. But I can tell you this. The Harry Brooks item you are looking for, it will not come easy.
Why is it Fabernac?
He did not say his exact name, but he did say the mighty dragon that looms over the mountain of Perry Brooks. He was bestowed a piece of the artifact to defend and not let anyone ever get a hold of it.
Did he speak fondly of this dragon?
No details were given of the dragon, other than one descriptive word: mighty.
There was another dragon as well, correct?
I don't think that's not his mountain, though. I think it's gotta be Fabernac.
Agreed.
In the whereabouts of the last piece of the sword on Oldstead.
The sword. Yes. Seems here you are missing the pommel of the sword, which is a mighty gemstone. One that I fear you will never obtain. It is how the great tree is so large. It is what adds life to the soil and enchants the lands of Oakbark. And is what brought you back, Sylvan.
Oh, that's nice. Luckily we had that thing.
Yes.
Else you wouldn't have my great company.
So you're saying if we would move it from its location, that it would hinder or destroy the life that has created?
Oakbark, as we know it, would be no more.
Do you think that there's people out there that could somehow generate or mimic the magic that gives off?
We have not tampered with its magic has a duty. The Archfey of Oakbark. It is your sole right to protect it with your life.
Now what if, no offense, you're getting up there in age,
Yes.
and I believe he has to prove himself first.
Yes.
What do you say the Archfey himself, aka Torn Fey, were to wield such a weapon? Do you feel that that power would flow through him and into the tree, even if it's not in its necessary resting place?
I was the first Archfey to migrate the great Oakbark people away from the Evertree. And I suppose when my son Torin claims the crown of Oakbark, there are things that must be done that go against traditional ways, but only as a last resort matter.
Would this be something that's possible if we were to construct the weapon to destroy the impending evil that seems to be sinking onto these islands, and then once we are rid of it, if we dismantled the weapon again and put the pommel back into the hands of Torin or yourself, if you are still alive, and you were able to start new on whether it's Bear Island or if you went back to Oldstead?
That is an incredible gamble. You run the risk. Forging these weapons, taking them out into the battlefield. What if one of you were to be held or disarmed, and the item is lost into the wrong hands?
That will not happen.
I never thought we would have to evacuate Oakbark.
As of now, I think the gem, although my father said may be very powerful, as of now it is best used to help revive, as we saw here, and continue to source power to everybody. In an instance where it's the only thing left we could use, I see we could grab it. But as of right now, it's doing far more for many than it will for just us in the moment.
I agree. It does seem like to be a dire need item. And if we get to that point, we can make that decision.
I think the only one that's suited to make that decision is you, Torn.
Of course, with counsel from my father.
No, I believe you are the true one who needs to make that decision.
What?
Your father
Double
is
party?
growing old in age. You are the next Archfey. He may disagree, but you're the future of Oakbark, and he knows it. And decisions have to be made that are difficult.
That is true. But for now, I must stay where it's at. We should
Yes.
focus more on the one on this island we can go pursue.
Which would lead me to my next question. We talked with Belrenak, and he, how should I say this, didn't give us a hard no, and didn't give us a hard yes. It was more of like a maybe.
You have spoken to this dragon.
Multiple times.
Are you working for this dragon?
He is very adamant that he does not work with anybody.
I think he's working for us.
He's working for you.
I would say so. We do all of his dirty work.
We have no alliance with
And
him.
in turn, I feel like we have more power than him.
The agreement that we came to was that if we could find the source or try to be rid of a lot of the stench, is what he calls it, in this mountain that he resides in, with the ore that we've been finding in copious amounts, is I believe what he's referring to, that if we could help him with that, that he would bestow us information on where one of the relic pieces is, which I believe is the last one that we would need. And so I guess if you have any information on that, that would be helpful.
I think now we know.
I already gave you the information you seek.
Father Rock has it.
And if I could give counsel, I would go back to this dragon if you're in talks with it. And I would offer him a bargain. A clever one, if you will. I would gamble if you were to rid his mountain of this disease, this corruption, this infection, that you get to pick one item from his treasure hoard without specifically naming what you are going to take.
And I guess that was more of my specific question in the sense I should have been more clear that would you have any insight in the time that you've been in this mountain or on this island more specifically with how we might be able to be rid of said corruption and infection in this to allow us to make that deal with him?
Like I said, there are unnatural things at play here. This mountain has changed since I have even last explored it.
Yeah, I mean, the reason we came down here was to explore Bradley's. Bradley was being pulled to something down here.
We think Bradley is a very key piece in finding whatever we need to get rid of this.
Yes, he is emitting a frequency that is unnatural.
Is this going to keep her?
Yes.
Will you stay with us, Father, or will you head back to our people? And what should Al do? I'm here for Oakbark, but I know stopping evil is another thing we must always do. Put others first, Oakbark way.
And he kind of reaches into his satchel, hands out a leaf. I must go. I must let the remaining people of Oakbark. Their king is alive. But speak into that leaf. If you ever needed me in a dire situation, I will find you. That leaf will be the beacon I follow.
Can you communicate, or is it just a call for help?
It's a one-way transaction. You may, similar to certain spells, phrase a 30-word sentence into it and warn me of the dangers that have preceded to you.
You are stationed in Redwood Forest, Father.
I am on, yes, our island.
Thank you for saving our friend here.
Yes.
And for forgiving me for losing you for so long. I'll continue to make you proud and our people. We will come to visit soon.
I did not think you survived that fight on Tyler Cove, Torin. I thought all my heirs were perished, and Oakbark would not be led by another Fae. But the days burn brighter in the future, and when two Faes align, evil is diminished. Call for me if evil does overtake you again, and I will find you.
Thank you. Would you like your crown back,
And he
my
takes it.
king?
My son, I appreciate this. And he looks down at you, Sylvan, and he sticks out his hand.
It's a pleasure. Lucky for you, we are allies now.
Lucky for you, Sylvan. We don't murder you both now.
And he says,
I just play for fun there, Donella.
And
I'm happy we're on the same side.
just remember, Sylvan, anything past this is extra.
You may need a lot of guidance, who knows?
And he starts walking out.
It's a pleasure.
And again, as he walks, he kind of walks with his glaive, and his kind of spectral image illuminates every time he passes to the side.
Watch out for those things out there.
Every glaive hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I did not expect to see him here, did you?
That was shocking. He gave us good insights on what you're doing. Seems like maybe kill a dragon.
I think that's on our agenda.
And at this point, you all hear. You all turn. You don't see Bradley.
Oh, I just was thinking, God damn it!
Forgot about Bradley.
Did he just jump in the water?
Is the water rippling?
Yeah, that's like the.
Yeah.
I'll run over
and you
there.
all.
Bradley.
So he takes off, and you all like kind of look over the edge, and you kind of got to climb up a little bit. You kind of peek down, and you see the water, in like white bubbles and stuff like that.
And I'll jump in.
Yes, and at this point you were looking around, and you actually made
Like
your
a
way
slide on
here
myself.
over the bridge, and you looked at there was like a small opening underneath that you didn't think you could fit. You actually came over here and realized that that didn't seem like the best option to go. So you just decided, well, the biggest part of water you could go through, and you jumped in.
I wonder like one of these jumps, like face behind to go.
Oh yeah.
Water.
Oh yeah. But yeah, you all hear that. And then we will move into next room.
We are home.
Maybe it'll load.
Did you die?
There we go.
Nah, man.
Or did you bring it back to you? I wrote down the spell. The chant my father said.
Yeah, my father said.
Umi so ti.
Look at OP now.
Oh,
And
wow.
Bradley, as you take this dip through this water, you realize that it's almost like a slide. You kind of go through and you feel like the water is just getting pushed and pulled in random directions, and then you feel like your feet touch ground, but then they slip underneath you and you're like underwater the entire time, and you get shot out, and then you go tumbling. Wait, where's Bradley? Oh wait, I took him. And you get shot out from the water. Next couple people just get pulled into the room. You all kind of like fall and trip over each other right at the entrance here.
Jason.
Bradley,
Bradley.
you kind of stand up and you kind of look around, and for the first time since you've entered the cave, you kind of like shaking yourself and feel like you're actually conscious in your own body. And I need everybody as you get through, and you start, Bradley, what are we? And then make perception checks.
19.
Let's go. Dirty 20. 16.
17.
Crit fail. Sylvan, you are also, just so you know, at 1 hit point. As you all kind of
I'm gonna sit down and start short.
Start short.
You all stand up in this space, and you immediately in front of you see this weird, somewhat obsidian, glassy texture of this wall going up to the ceiling in front of you. And you notice that there's a space off to the left, and it is pitch dark in here. You see this space just barely in front of you open up to your left, and you feel this rushing wind, kind of, but you hear like echoing off to your right, and you actually. Anybody have dark vision?
I think I do. Yeah, 60 feet.
So, Elcor, you only notice one thing out of the ordinary. Off to your right, you hear these weird pingings of something hitting. You do too. You both hear this pinging off some metallic on some sort of like texture or whatever, and you do see this weird like fog, not necessarily mist, but fog, kind of pouring out this direction off to your right. Those of you above an 18, which I believe are 2 and 3,
Got 16.
so only you two hear off in the distance somewhere in this large cave or cavern this and some claws
Gets the pike out.
scraping like off in the distance, and you can't see anything, but you just hear it, and that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Yeah. It's a lot of lore.
That was a long lore. Fuck. Really, I was not ready for that.
Too much fucking lore.
I was like, what? This dumb shit Bradley's over here doing his own thing, and then my fucking father's in there.
I did not expect to see your father in there.
No, that was the last thing I thought we were gonna find. I was expecting.
too.
I know
see
it's definitely
Octavius
something with
thing.
you.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know,
think you
yeah.
said that.
If I didn't know we needed him. You heard my
Son of a
prayer.
bitch.
Lord, hear my prayer.
Lord,
What should we add for the EXP?
It is 760.
Did we edit after last? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, because I was really close to leveling up. How I leveled up.
Easier.
760.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Torin, add 200 more for defeating the stone giant.
Nice.
What did you say? 760?
760, yeah.
The calculator. Yeah, go for it.
Woo.
Good set.
760. But you got plus 200.
The great
so
sesh.
you-
Hails to the yo-yo.
Yeah, you're close.
That's crazy that you got killed from that one. Well,
Oh, I know, that thing
I
fucking
was
blew
not
up.
expecting that. I thought he was like.
So that was called a death gaze. If you fail by 5 or more, you immediately die. But you don't have
Or
a
no,
lot
I
of
got
health.
it.
Right.
I got a 9.
You got like a
No, I think you had 3,
no. You had like a 5.
5.
They're all 3. Or no, I rolled a 2. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Then plus whatever it would have been con. Whatever
What
you
and
got.
if you what if you got like a 8? What happened?
Die?
You die but not instant, like not dead.
No, like if you fail by 5 or more,
Oh.
die.
And then what happens if you're like within
Before
5?
Within 5, you just take whatever damage that it would have done, which was 8d8 necrotic,
Got it.
and it's pass or fail. So if you fail, you take it. If you succeed,
Crazy.
nothing happens.
I couldn't believe you
Wait,
guys.
Fail by 5 or more. Yes.
Wave to the camera.